Boy. That
All right.
shit fake. That's all I want to say.
What's fake?
That shit.
I guess.
Hey man, you ready?
Let's do it. Man, hey, that last image, bro. I swear I look like KRS-One.
I even said that from the beginning,
Bro, every time I see it, man.
hey, man. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 6, episode 4 of the Read Talk and Listen podcast. I'm your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed. Killer Cam on the ones and twos. How you doing tonight, man?
Bro, I'm good, man. Got a good workout in and came home, ate, and chill.
Chill. Say what?
I said I came home. Well, I went, got a good workout in, came home, ate, and it's been chilling to the podcast.
Oh, I thought you said Shia, something like that. I'm like, what you talking about, Soldier Boy? It was, oh no, man. That's like the crazy routine of like half of America right now. I did see a thing that made me laugh. I did see a thing that made me laugh on Facebook earlier or whatever. It said like I think it was that boy Mace, and he was like, "All right, this our last day. This our last day in the gym. All right, we'll see y'all next year. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all next year, and we're running back again. But it's time for y'all to go or whatever. But like this, like 85% of America right now is gym work.
Bro, I'm tired. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. I go into the gym, and I kid you not, and I know it's like the whole fitness influencer type shit. But you got, I bet you, just 15, 20 people, bro, that got cameras set up, and I ain't talking about just their phone. I'm talking about they got Sony A64s and Sony A7 IIIs, and they in there filming. Got either their girlfriend or boyfriend, got the gimbal out. I'm like, are we really doing this? Like,
Yeah, it's time. It's no one's doing anything without really filming it anymore. You know what I'm
true.
saying? There's rarely uh anything anybody's doing without purpose. Like no one's even going on a walk. Like people are blogging or vlogging their walks. If they're a person that goes on walks every day, now they're vlogging them. You know what I'm saying? If they're a
Yeah.
person who bird watches or whatever, they're vlogging that. You know what I mean? When we were out in Disney, there was a lady walking around. She was like trying to get in this bush. She was like, I know there's a red bird. You know what I'm saying? Like she like out there trying to get a shot. She's doing that for the internet, or else why else would you be trying to get this specific? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I just think that's the world we live in now. You know what I mean?
Yep. Everything is filmed. Everything, man. Everything. Even
Everything.
like I can't even go to a coffee shop, and I sit when I'm sitting chilling, and people they know people the barista or whatever they call it, they bring them their coffee. First thing they do, take out their phone and they getting their shots in. I'm like, damn, man, everything.
Yeah, let me get that. Let me see if you're gonna put the little leaf on the top with the foam. I need that. I need all that. And so that's it's crazy, but I know the gym is just stupid packed with cell phones. Because you see it when you're watching down the story.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you ain't did nothing. You ain't did no work in there. your shirt still the same color as,
None.
as that last picture as it was in that first one. So go ahead and get up out of there, my boy. But man, season 6, no cap in our rap. I'm saying that loud enough for my wife to hear me. Uh, no cap in our rap, man. Season 6, we having all the guests, as many guests as we can get on, man. Tonight we have another special guest. Uh, always knew the guy's name, heard it around town, but finally actually met him in a men's flag football league, out of all things, man. Or whatever. But ended up being as cool as I thought he was. And we're gonna get a chance to talk to him tonight, man, here on the Retalk with the podcast. So everybody, give it up, give it up, give it up for my guy Joe Teal, man.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's good, big dog?
Man.
Man, I'm chilling. I'm happy to be here, man. I love talking, so let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Hey, wait. Before we get started, bro,
What's up?
where you get that bobcat from?
My grandpa shot this bobcat when I was like
Hey,
probably 4 years old. This Bobby, I call him Bobby.
Was that bobcat ever in a bar?
In a bar?
Yeah,
No, this no, my grandpa shot this, got it taxidermied and put it up.
bro. I got a funny story, man. So a couple years ago, one of my best friends, he had a bachelor party in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So after going to the casinos and stuff all day, we go to this pool hall, and they had a bobcat, and I swear it looked just like that on the bar. So after we've been drinking a little bit, we like, you know what, we gonna steal it. So we get together. It's about 15 of us, and we concoct this plan. It all comes to fruition. My boy runs in, grabs the bobcat, jumps in the car. We call the scene at the bar. Bartender is paying attention to us. The bodyguard, one of my homeboys talking to him. We get out the door with it. Boom, we gone. Or they gone. And then we all leave in our cars. Bro, by the time we got back to the Airbnb, the lady that owned the bar and got our pictures off of the cameras. And it
Damn it.
last one of us on Facebook was like, bring my bobcat back.
Yeah, that,
He got that bobcat. Maybe he stole it and got to keep it.
hey, this Bobby, man. Man, my grandpa was a big hunter, and he was always out in the woods, and he'd take me, and he'd have dogs and stuff like that. And I was actually with him when he shot this, so that was pretty cool. And
Oh yeah. Now you got something to remember forever.
yeah, yeah, which the studios the where I do all my work out of now is actually my grandpa's old house. So it's just like it's full of a lot of stuff that reminds me of him. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's what's up. And with a name like
Mhm.
Joe Teal, you sound like you should be in the woods.
Uh, man, this year I was supposed to, we have some land on the Arkansas side, and I was really supposed to go hunting this year. And I did a whole bunch of work and cleared a whole bunch of land, did all this stuff for my dad, made grass patches, everything, and then got busy. And then I didn't go hunting not one time.
That's how I go. Hey, well, guess what? They'll be there next year waiting for you.
Yeah,
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 ain't going nowhere, man.
he tagged out though, so we got plenty of meat. We all good.
Oh
There we
yeah.
go. Hey,
Yeah.
but I'm seeing the setup. I've been seeing the setup. 'Cause
Uh
I try to keep up with you and Tony's crazy asses. What as I can, man. And I see you and Luke doing y'all thing in there too now. Uh,
yeah.
tell us a little bit about it, man, because you done came a long way, man.
Yeah, so I started trying to do interviews like 2 or 3 years ago, and that was when I originally went and bought some of this equipment, and it was just at a time where I was kind of burning out from the studio already,
Yeah,
so it was like I know I was doing the right thing, but it was the wrong time. And so I tried to do it another time a year later. So every like once a year for like the past 3 years, I've tried to get this going, and this has just been like the perfect time. And this is the time that I actually am there mentally and ready to take off. So man, I record probably 3 or 4 hours of podcasting or interview something a week, easy.
yeah. Got to, man. You got to. That's
Yeah,
consistency is the only thing that keeps anybody afloat. Going into this field right here.
right.
Exactly.
But before we slide too far into that, man, first of all, we gotta just let everybody know who you are, man. Joe Teal.
Yeah.
Who is Joe Teal, man? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man, I'm just like a I don't know how to describe myself, man. I try a lot of stuff, and so a lot of people have known me from different things. But for a long time I was the studio guy. I had a recording studio here in town. I mean, at one point I think I had 150 clients. So like I had 3 people working for me. I had, the full blown I had 2 setups uh going at the same time. So I mean, I had a lot of people know me from the music scene around here. I used to make music previously, which I've kind of slowed down on that, but that's just because I don't know, I kind of shifted my passion to do more of other people's stuff.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, so a lot of people know me from that. But man, I just between doing music myself and then doing other people's music, I feel like that's where a good majority of people around here heard me from. Um, but yeah, man, I'm just a guy that schemes a lot, and I just try stuff, and some of it's worked, and some of it has not worked.
Hey, in the words of Rick Ross,
Yeah.
stay scheming.
Yes,
You got
sir.
to, man. You got to.
You got to, and bro, I've had so many bad ideas, and I've had so many things that like I was that I've had quite a few things I quit on that may have been good ideas. It's just I don't know. My mind is like I just have to get everything once I do focus in on something, I go really hard at it. So it's like I just had to get to that point, and that's been a ton of trial and error. But I mean, but me, I've been around in Texarkana, so lots of people know of me. Um, Man, the music really though, and I guarantee that's probably where most people know me from is from having those studio.
Yeah, 180 recording studio, right?
Yeah.
180
Yeah.
recording studio.
Yeah,
Everybody knew the thing for sure growing up back then.
and I still take sessions, I just don't do it as much. And I will say that it's just not despite how bad people want me to come back, it's just not my passion, as much as it used to be. And that's the tough thing about doing passion driven things. Like one day you wake up and it ain't always there. So
Yeah, for sure. No doubt, man. No doubt. Well, hey, we glad you're here. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Kick
yeah.
it up. It's gonna get wicked. I think the first thing we're gonna jump into tonight, man. If you've been watching and seeing the post, you've been seeing the bench, start bench cut. You know what I'm saying? Post that we've been putting out there. Um, and one of my favorite ones was the QB when we did. It was Cam Newton,
Tim Tebow and Lamar
Tebow,
Jackson.
and Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
All right. So Joe, give me your star bench cut right there, man, and tell me a little bit why.
I think I would start Lamar Jackson because I don't know. I like that. I like that
Oh no,
he'll
we
just
gotta say
take off
college.
running.
We gotta preface it to college.
Uh,
It's
Oh,
we in college with it. We in
oh,
college.
college. Yeah, my football knowledge is not there. Yeah, yeah. So no, I just know the NFL a little bit. That's where I'm at.
All right, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I would take Lamar because I like that he'll just take off. Uh, but I don't know, man. This past weekend, I hated to see him lose. I did hate him to see him lose because I'm kind of rooting for him.
Mm,
But not necessarily the team, but him. I
yeah,
kind of I liked him. But and you said who was the other ones? You said Cam Newton. I would have him next
you
because
got
I
to
feel like
say
yeah,
Tebow about it.
yeah, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like he was supposed to be in the league longer.
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, well, no, Cam Newton.
Oh, Cam Newton. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, because I think he was good enough to play still. But
When you look around and you see Daniel Jones,
yeah,
hell, Mac Jones.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You see these type of guys, but it's starting
yeah.
to and I'm like, damn, you tell me Cam can't. You know what I'm saying? Cam can't do nothing.
Well, wasn't that kind of part of the deal with like Kaepernick? Like it seemed like he could have been in the league still. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean Kaepernick probably could have been at least. I think when you sign up to do uh, any type of protest or any type of going against the grain, anything like that, you got to be willing to die on that hill per se.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what you know what I mean. It is
Yeah,
what it
it is
is.
what it is.
Are these QBs? Because that's what his argument was always like. There's no way there's 32 quarterbacks better than me. Well, no, maybe there's not, but there's 32 other guys who won't make a ruckus.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think that's
Right.
when you set up to do something like that. You like y'all said, you gotta be ready to lay down and die on that hill. So shout out to Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying, for standing up. Let him
Right.
hang. You know what I'm saying? You let him hang and you did what you needed to do, but you gotta be ready to take what comes with that. And so I
Right.
Colin Kaepernick probably can still play football today. Could he play at the NFL level? NFL level, like a starting quarterback, like right now? No.
No,
He's
nope.
been gone
Yeah.
way too long.
The game didn't move too fast.
Yeah, he's been gone way
Yeah.
too long. And I think same for Cam Newton. Like these type of guys, when you sit off a year, 2 years out of the game completely, you're not going to practice every day. You're not seeing that. You
So you
gotta
think
have some time to come back.
yeah, so you think missing even just a year or two would make you just completely not ready for it.
Yeah,
Completely away from the
in a
game.
quarterback position.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a lot of positions. Completely away from the game. And then I know you can come back and say, well, what about Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
And I would say what I say to everybody else, why I didn't have him up for comeback player of the year. That Cleveland team showed us all year long that they were plug and play at the QB position.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? They were already in playoff position when not Joe Burrow. My bad, Joe. Joe Flacco
Flacco,
came
yeah.
over there. You know what I'm saying? They was headed that way. PJ Tucker beat the 49ers who were playing in the Super Bowl as the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This
Mhm.
season. So then they beat Kansas City too with another backup. You know what I mean? Like they beat both teams that's in the Super Bowl with
Yeah, that
backup. So that Cleveland team was ready. So one could say if they had somebody better than Joe Flacco, they'd be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right.
and that's been the thing with Cleveland. They always missing that QB. They can never get the QB position right. Either they get the QB that they need, but then he gets hurt, or they just end up drafting somebody that end up being a dud. So like that's something that they got to address this year in the draft because that team is ready to go and they're young.
Man, but you missed your window.
Did you though?
You probably have. I mean, how much longer is Myles Garrett gonna be Myles Garrett holding it down on the D line like that?
I mean, he probably got about 3-4 more years in him.
I mean, you hope. You
Yeah.
got to figure out the QB position. You gonna bring Flacco back? What you gonna do with Deshaun Watson, who you threw the bank?
You got to start him because
I
Flacco's
don't know
one
that
of
Tom Brady does best football with him.
So you think that y'all think that they would put him on the bench, Flacco, after what he did?
He going
got-
home.
He,
If they,
yeah. It was only a 1 year contract or
I was
one
only
season
1 year.
deal. It
Okay,
was only
yeah.
1
this
year.
my thing right here. Even if re-signing is in talk, when he gonna come back and say, he gonna come back to the table and they gonna say, oh yeah, I think we're gonna go with Deshaun Watson. He gonna say, all right, I'll be at home. You know what I'm saying? If whatever happened with him, call me when you get ready. He's not gonna sit around and be a backup. He
Yeah,
was at home before.
but I think they'll make it worth his while. Like, look here, we need you to sit. We need you, but we paying Deshaun Watson this ungodly amount of money. How about you just sit on?
No, because Minnesota
You
need me too,
you
and I can
you.
play over there.
Well, then go. I mean, this is
That's
a
what I'm
scenario. This
saying.
is a scenario saying that if just what Cleveland can do. I give him a little bit, give him a little bit of money,
What Joe Flacco gonna do?
give him a little bit of money, sit on the sideline, and mentor this dude, and that's it.
Hey, look, ask Nick Foles what Flacco gonna do. How about that? Ask Nick Foles what Flacco finna do if they tell him he gonna be the backup. Hey, holla at Chihuahua.
Now I don't know, but you did hit a point where you're saying like being out of the game a long time. I mean, look at Chase Young. He don't look like Chase Young, like he was when he was his rookie year and his second year, huh?
He might not even get to play in the Super Bowl because he's in trouble for second place.
Exactly.
He got in trouble for what?
Taking plays off.
Ah,
Like out there just hanging. But I mean, at the same time, though, he made some of the biggest stops for y'all in that Detroit game too, though.
so
So,
can y'all explain to me what that means? What do they mean by taking plays?
like a loaf, like he just out there, just you know what I'm saying. Like he going hard, first down, second down, he going hard. Oh, it's a pass play. He just standing there with his hands on the O-line.
Yeah.
So he's
Man,
he's just chilling sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has
or
to just
Yeah.
or
rest.
if the play's on the opposite side of the field, he just kind of just jogging over there, like not trying to chase
Yeah.
the ball.
So he's in trouble with the team itself.
Yep.
Yeah, 49 D coordinator.
No.
Which what I read, which a lot of that stuff be fugazi coming around for a Super Bowl.
It could be fake, or it could be somebody in that 49ers camp just trying to send him a message like, hey, player, you better keep this motor running because you only got a 1 year contract. And you might not come back next year.
Would that give the play away? Like, if you was on defense and you saw a guy moping, like right as soon as the play starts, would
he
you?
on defense.
Oh, he's on defense.
Yeah.
So he just out there chilling sometimes.
Oh, just chilling. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I'm with
but if you a good O lineman and you pick up on that, you can go back to the offense coordinator and say, "Hey, look, man, on third down, this cat been taking the last 10 third downs he been taking off. So how about we run into his side on that play, and when he loaf, I'm gonna put him on his ass."
We gone. Good career.
Yeah, it seemed like there had to be some type of weakness, a way to exploit that if they're paying attention, which I'm sure they are.
But the thing about it is, this is why he low. I'm gonna tell you why Chase Young low. Because Chase Young and most O linemen in the NFL, he can loaf, and if the play come his way, he's still gonna make it.
Yep.
He's that good. He's that natural. So I think that's what I'm saying.
It's the same thing with Clowney. Clowney was so good, he just loafed all the time.
That's that
Bro, you gotta admit he was cold. He
in
cold.
college. Yes, he was.
He did get drafted off one play though.
Yeah, I mean, he was good in college. He was really good in college. I don't want to take nothing from him. All right. But if he don't hit my boy and knock his helmet off in that bowl game and pick it up with one hand and all that extra, we don't even talking about him right now. Obviously. And we would have been right not to talk about it. Because I think his career would have went the same either way. Number 1 draft pick, number 89th draft pick.
I think he stayed too long in Houston.
I mean, it doesn't matter where he was at, bro. As a D lineman, bro, it don't matter where you at. You don't need no help. You don't need no help to get a sack. It's been some cold D linemen on some trash teams.
I.e. Myles Garrett.
Come on, bro. He was a sack for a long time. He was still at the top of the list. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it go, man. But give me your start bench cut. Who you got?
Cam Lamar Tebow.
Cam Lamar Tebow.
Because and now Tebow was fast in college. He was fast for Tim Tebow. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the team he was on, a lot of his shit's inflated, man. Like he had I want to say on his offense, I would say like over 20% of them went to the league. Probably 25-30% went to the league.
But go ahead.
Say what?
I said way more than 20%.
You say you think like 50?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. At least have some boys in the league.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So he had a supporting cast, and you can name everybody around him. But then when you think about Lamar Jackson and Cam Newton, you can't too much name them cats that they play with at all. Like I said Calvin Benjamin, but then I realized that was in Carolina. That wasn't even at Auburn. So Cam was just dominant in college. Like that one year we got to see Cam in Auburn was something amazing. Not to mention, a lot of people forget this. Cam was behind Tebow at Florida before he dipped out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at that Florida team, they had Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, and Cam Newton. And they went with Tim Tebow. Now, had Cam played at Florida, you know what I'm saying, as a starter in the years.
Cam never played, but this thing. I think I'll start by saying this. I think Cam Newton is the best college quarterback ever. We can get to that in a later time. But I'll start by saying that. But I also think at the same exact time, and we know how this shit go. If Cam stays at Florida, we still only get 1 year of Cam. Regardless of how this shit play out. Whether he steals the laptop, throws it out the window, gets sent to Blinn, wins the national championship at Blinn, comes to Auburn, wins. We still get 1 year of Cam Newton regardless. He would have sat behind Tim Tebow every single season.
No, I'm saying, but what if this is a what if scenario? If Urban Meyer says we're gonna go with Cam Newton over Tim Tebow. No, I'm saying this is before Tebow even won anything. Before he wins anything.
He wins immediately. He wins immediately in 08 or some shit like that.
No, he wasn't a true freshman. He was a redshirt freshman. He sat behind Chris Leak.
You know what I'm saying? 08 was his redshirt freshman year.
Yeah, because he sat a year behind Chris Leak. So if Cam say because him and Cam was there at the same time. They're both freshmen. Yeah, so they both came in as true freshmen. I'm saying, what if Florida goes with
Cam was there as a sophomore. Cam was at Florida as a sophomore. Think about it. Cam only leaves for 1 year out of D1 and then comes back. Cam's there as a sophomore. Cam was there as a freshman and a sophomore.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You're not playing over Tim Tebow. I don't give a damn what school you at. I don't care who you are. You're not playing over Tim Tebow. Bro, he got it all on his side. He got the complexion for protection. Shout out my boy Joe. You know what I'm saying? Then he kneeling before anybody was kneeling and doing the Tebow. He was already doing it. So how can you fire that man?
So you think it was more about who he was than how he played?
Yeah.
Look who else they was bringing in. Look who else they was bringing in. Killers.
Yep, the killers.
Gotta have you at the forefront. Cam Newton cannot be my quarterback when I bring in Aaron Hernandez. It can't happen. I'm going to the hood to get the skill players. I gotta have somebody for the media to talk about, or they're gonna burn me to the ground.
Yeah, this can't be a Miami 80s, Miami's in 80s
Burn me to the ground. I need Tim Tebow, so it didn't matter how good Tim Tebow was, even though he ended up being good.
I mean, he had the weapons around him.
Exactly. He was just good enough for nobody to ever question his QB play
until he got to the league.
Where'd he go?
Denver.
Denver.
Yep.
And nothing came from it.
No,
I mean,
he actually had 2 playoff runs. Like
2 playoff runs or just 1?
He had 2.
Okay.
He had 2 because they got the first time it was a wild card and they got put out in the second round, and then that second time I think they got to divisionals and lost again.
The boy Q Miller said back at it in. Sugar Free C said just good enough. Just good enough. Because he was a great guy. And shout out to whoever that was in the comments too, because I had to go do some research on it. Somebody came in the comments on this post and said, as a matter of fact, I think it was Ed Eichler. Came in the comments and said, you had to have Tebow as the face. Because look who they was bringing in. So I went. As soon as I read that comment, I was like, hold up. And I went and I started looking, bro. I just want to go look at the roster and then go look at the story.
Oh yeah, they had what's his name? The cornerback that was dope. They ended up getting kicked out for robbery and armed robbery.
Bro, they had a bunch of folks, man.
And then they had armed robberies. They had just home invasions. They had murders.
Type in 2008 Florida Gators and just go read everything besides the football stuff. Just go read everything besides the football stuff. And it's gonna let you know. But I want to ask y'all this, since we're talking about some corruption right now. Is all this shit fake, man? Give me that, Joe. What you think, man? The sports stuff. Once we get to the high level,
I think that it could be, and I think there's so much money that moves around betting, and sometimes you watch things and you can't help but think it, right? I mean, I know that anybody that's watched sports, and not even just NFL but sports, have had at least a moment where they were like, damn, it feels scripted. Like, and when we watch WWE, we're like, okay, I know they're lying to us.
Now you see it. But back then, it looked just like football.
Yeah.
It looked just like, bro.
Man, during the Attitude Era of WWF, when they had Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, Bret Hart, all them cats, that shit looked real. Like you couldn't convince me.
Yeah.
And the only reason why you found out it was fake was when the whole thing with Bret Hart, when they had the Montreal Screwball, is when they screwed Bret Hart over because he was supposed to win the title and then retire. But then Vince McMahon told Shawn Michaels, "Hey, pin him in like 10 minutes in, pin him." And the ref gonna count it 1, 2, 3 over with. And Shawn Michaels was after he was like, "Brett, that's what I was told to do." He didn't know. He said, "Bro, I was supposed to pin you at the 12th minute." And then the whole documentary came out, and it's like, oh, this shit fake. And then Bret Hart getting screwed. He just brought the whole house down, thinking it was gonna destroy the WWF, and in all reality, it just made that shit even better. Because
It
now,
it died down for a second.
Did y'all have that defining moment, like when you realize, like, damn, this is not real?
Yep, it was when they
Hey, my voice said Generation X for life.
Oh yeah, DX baby. Yeah, suck
hey,
it,
we,
baby.
we all got in trouble for that shit, man.
Yes, sir.
X-Pac. But it
Yeah.
was, for me, it was when The Rock threw Undertaker in the casket, and then they set that son bitch on fire. And I'm
Yeah.
like, because I love Undertaker, and I was like, damn, he dead. It's over with. And then
No,
that son bitch popped back up
Yeah.
2 weeks later.
The story, some of the Undertaker storylines are insane. Like
Yeah.
with Paul Bear and Kane, and you mixed all that stuff in there, and that some of that shit was just wild. But I'll tell y'all what did it for me though, was when the UFC came out. When UFC first started getting big, and I watched this, like, it was like my first UFC fight, and dude hit dude, and he just crumpled. He really went down and didn't get back up. And I was like, no, ain't no way, bro. Because, like, if they was punching each other on WWE like that, somebody would have died already.
Bro, I said the same thing. I want to say I said to you, Nick, which I said, because, bro, when you got hit, like when you saw somebody really get hit, and you watch their body just go slump, you're like, wait a minute. Them cats don't be doing that shit over in WWE. They be getting threw off the stage and hit with chairs, and they be get right back up. This dude got kicked in the head, and he done for.
Yeah,
bro.
He's like Tua on the ground throwing up gang signs.
Exactly.
When you get hit for real.
Bro, I don't even know when. I don't know what my defining moment was. I just think once I found out that shit wasn't real, it broke my heart. It broke my heart so bad because I looked at, like, Stone Cold was my guy. Yep. I no matter what, I was talking to you earlier about it. When everybody out there fighting, boy, everybody out there getting on, and all of a sudden you hear that glass break.
That glass break,
boy, fierce. Like in the, there's a head out there.
The Texas rattlesnake. The Texas rattlesnake is in the house.
I'm like, boy, my boy got 6 people in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's the guy.
That's
you know what I'm saying? He come out there with
and guess what I found out, bro?
Yeah,
the beard wasn't real either.
None of that was real.
The beard
no,
was not,
don't tell me that. I didn't know that.
No, the beard was not real because you cannot drink beer on TV in front of kids.
Drink beer on TV.
The beer was not real.
In America, you cannot drink beer on TV.
I enjoyed it, boys. I'm finna go to the house. My night is done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, bro.
The beer. So what was he drinking? Root beer? What was he up there? He was chugging something.
It was a Stone Cold soda. It was just a soda with his logo on it. Yep, the beers were not real. Because think about it. He was throwing them in the crowd. He would drink them and throw them in the crowd. And then think about it. Somebody just so happened to be in the crowd to throw him the beers.
Yeah. He had hands though. He could catch.
Bro,
they be throwing them beer.
Hey, bro, come on. He come out there on the 4-wheeler. He come out there on the side by side. He come out there on the beer truck. Bro, I'm like, that was the guy.
But check this out. Listen, what other entertainment deal has brought us those level characters that the WWE brought us?
The NFL.
You think so? More than Stone Cold, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
That's the next
John
level.
Cena?
That's the next level.
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
I'm saying characters though.
No, I don't think there's ever been anything that bring us like those type of characters. I mean, those are larger than life characters. Like some of the antics that they did, we do now in everyday life. Like when The Rock hit that.
Yeah,
everybody was doing that shit. Everybody's doing that shit. Or when or you jabroni.
Yeah.
You know, back this like. A lot of that stuff that they were saying became part of everyday lingo.
Yeah, I don't know that. I'm not saying that. I don't know that NFL players are to that peak level because everybody don't like football. But certain sports figures, Tom Brady, sports figures, LeBron James, get to they at that level where it don't matter if you watch basketball or not. You know who they are. you like their stuff, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's the next thing. And that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying this shit might be the same.
I just think entertainer wise though,
Because we're
like
not
because like
yet. We
the
call them athletes for now.
yeah
What I'm saying is they just might be entertainers.
yeah
They might just be. They might just be.
right. They could
Or,
be the
or
whole
they,
thing could
or
be
they could just be athletes that's entertaining people. That could is what could it
yeah.
be? Because
They're
like
athletes that
because
entertain.
every
Bro,
because think about it. There's too many moving parts in the NFL for everybody to know something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about
Right.
nah,
WWE, no, think about it. In WWE, everybody know it's fake, but
Right.
everybody getting paid the same. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is on the road the same. So we all on the same level. You go to the NFL, if I'm a scout team guy and I realize all this shit fake, now I got leverage. Hey, I can bring this whole shit down. Either I'm getting playing time, I get paid more money, I'm gonna come out here and start talking.
no, scouts. Everybody don't know it's fake, but the people we know it's fake.
Yeah.
LeBron know it's fake. KD know it's fake. Steph know it's fake.
That's gonna hurt a lot of people.
Jamal Kimbo down there, 13th on the bench, has no fucking clue. He think these close games they got a chance to win.
So you're saying like it's an inner circle of the superstars?
Yeah, because the stars stay the stars the whole time. No guy ever emerges and becomes a star. You might have a little insanity sprinkled in here and there, and you don't get to be a star, my boy. You
Prime,
don't get to these rooms that everybody else in.
prime example, Jamal Butler. That cat
Whoever
Jamal Butler intercepted the ball when the Seahawks should have ran it on the one.
yeah.
He's the one that intercepted the ball and Patriots win the Super Bowl. You don't hear them no more. He got cut the next season. He won a team a Super Bowl and got cut. He wasn't supposed to be in it. He wasn't even supposed to be in.
You know why? Because he wasn't supposed to intercept that hoe.
No, what I'm saying. No, he wasn't supposed to be in the game.
that wasn't in the script.
He wasn't supposed to be in the game.
He was not supposed to intercept them. That's why it was never. Bro, they moved past that Super Bowl so bad. Pete Carroll should be fired.
Look at Tom Brady's face when he goes like, I can't believe that happened. It was like almost like it wasn't supposed to happen. And Marshawn's like, I was in the locker. I walked the fuck off the field, man.
It wasn't supposed to happen. But Marshawn ain't getting the script.
Oh no, not him. No.
That's why he's so pissed about it. Everybody else on the team, Richard Sherman ain't mad. It just so happened Richard Sherman is one of the guys that's up in the NFL on the NFLPA shit.
Yeah.
He ain't mad about that Super Bowl.
So the guys that go on to do the announcing and stuff, you think they're in on it too, huh? They have to be.
Maybe not all the guys that's doing the announcing, but you know the guys.
But a lot of them were superstars before they were.
Yeah. But think about how many superstars go when they done with the game, they get as far away from that hole as they can.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, even though he owned a team, he ain't involved in the NBA like that.
Yeah, you don't see him as much.
He's like a ghost owner. It's crazy because like he owned a team. You don't hear nothing about him. You don't hear about him making moves. He ain't never at the draft. What owner is not at the draft?
I don't see Michael Jordan ever.
No,
like,
you don't
on
see
anything.
Come on, bro. I'm telling you, the shit fake. I'm getting closer and closer to it every day.
Well, when I saw that Tom Brady's supposed to start his talking deal, going to being an announcer,
coming in as the lead. You see that?
Yeah, as the lead. Yeah.
350 mil.
But he is that dude,
Yeah, no.
So here's one argument that comes to my mind when we say, is the whole thing rigged? Is football so difficult, like NFL level football, so difficult that you can plan for some of these things, or are they that good that they could make it go how they want it to go?
Bro,
NBA as well.
Yeah, those guys are that, bro. Think about this right here. This is why I know the NBA for sure. If I can't pin down the NFL, I know for sure the NBA is fake. Watch a summer league game full of NBA stars and tell me how many shots they miss.
They be
and then
on?
go watch an NBA game.
Yeah.
Man, bro, in the summer league, they don't miss.
No, they don't
They
at
do
all.
not miss. Never. I'm talking about pull up behind the back. It don't matter. It's going in the rim. It's going in. Then that same team, that same guy, those same guys could be on the team together in the regular season, bro. Clank, clank, clank. Close game, into game 3, clank. I'd rather y'all take this angle over saying Bron is actually better than it's all trash now. No. Bron is better than Jordan. And, bro,
Come
I ain't
on,
get on that. I don't even want to get on that because
get
it
their
ain't no
gloves out.
down there,
You have to fight somebody for saying that nowadays, but I've
bro. Jordan fans are so stuck in the 90s. It's crazy. If anybody thinks that 90s basketball is anything like 2024, 2020, 10, 2015 basketball, they got to go to sleep. They need to go to sleep.
Bro,
night night.
there is no sport where you can go back and take a player from 30, 40 years ago and put him in today's game and he'd be successful. Not
Except
one sport. But baseball. But that's
you
a
throw
whole
100, you
Yeah.
throw 100 in 1990. That's 100 in 2025.
yeah. But
So
you like for example, you look at and RIP Reggie White. Reggie White would not be dominant because he's too slow. Like the old lineman would pin his ass down.
Yeah, he'd be a first and second down. He only be on first and second down.
Exactly. But
That's it.
he's a Hall of Famer from that era. Now you take uh um a Chase Young or Jadeveon Clowney or a Nick Bosa, and you put their ass back in 1990,
Game over.
game over, bro. You're not doing shit. That side of the field is shut down,
Game over.
bro. Prime example: Jason Sehorn was a corner in NFL. You will never see another corner like Jason Sehorn ever again, and he's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer.
I'm telling you, bro. There's barely any cross generational players moving forward. I will give Jordan fans this. Yes, Jordan would play in the NBA today, but
see, that's what I was.
you know what I'm
That's
saying? He would be another guy that we talk about. It wouldn't like he would be miles ahead. You know what I'm saying? He'd be another guy that we talk about like today. Kiki say NBA, NFL is all rigged up. But I'm entertained. The refs do it. I think, hey, that's a good one right there. I think the refs plays a part of it. Something would have come out by now, but something has come out. Former refs and former players in the NBA for sure.
yeah. And then refs taking bets and stuff like that. That's happened. You can't
Yeah, you had an
pretend like that
NBA.
hasn't happened.
The dude that oh Donovan, wasn't it something Donovan?
Yeah,
This was like a long time ago, man.
like Chris Paul.
No, that ain't him.
But I think that, bro. I just think with the rest for sure, it ain't nothing. Hey, don't call any. You know what I'm saying? Late game situation, no call.
Tim Donaghy.
Hey, he said Gilbert podcast said you got to win. Yeah, that cat was he fizzled out the league real quick. The cat that said that. You know what I'm saying? So he could be just bullshitting. But when he was a young rook or whatever, the older guys on the team was telling him, "Hey, if we want to win this game by 1 point, we got to win by at least 15." Or they gonna make it where they go. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make it where they win. So you know what I'm saying? We gotta blow them out.
Because tell me this: how Vegas know the spread, and always hit it.
Hey, Big Fish said, I think it really all started when the Mafia rigged boxing matches back in the day. No doubt.
Yeah.
It's the same shit, same situation.
Yep.
But
There's so much money moving. Every time a sports game is played, like and it's more money than we can fathom as regular folks.
Yep.
And that makes it tough to, because and I think the ref thing is true because like that's one way that maybe the superstars don't know. Maybe the refs are the main way to control the outcome. If you have a bad ref or ref against you, they can shut the whole shit down.
You
they can
screwed.
shut the whole shit down. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is why I think the head guys know. This is why I think the head guys know. We all watched them games this weekend. On about 45 to 50% of them plays in all games prior to the season, Lamar tucks it and runs that ball.
He just wouldn't run.
He would have ran for 200 yards Sunday had he ran the ball on all the plays. He was wide open. And so I'm just like, why are you not running it? Why are you not running it?
But say like, all right, so say you a player, right? And they come to you and they say, "Hey, Nick, you gonna go out here and you like say you're a quarterback. Do not go out here and run. You know what I'm saying? Overthrow on big plays, or just get outside the pocket and throw it out of bounds. If you give us this, if you do this for us now, you'll have a long career. We'll guarantee you one down the road. Well, but this one we need this one to go to such and such. Do you do it? If I'm guaranteed one down the road.
I mean, yeah, you could do it, or you could not do it and get your one now, and then maybe that's how we get the guys who do get one early, and we never see their ass again. He didn't go. He wasn't willing to go with the shit. But think about this, because we hear about them. This is why I think it could easily go on to winning and losing, because we hear about it all the time when it comes to the incentives, right?
Yeah.
This receiver needs 25 catches this season to get a $50,000 bonus check. Well, he gets to 23 receptions, and all of a sudden,
and the owner sit his ass down.
Yeah,
no more targets. Oh no, he's still out there. They just not. He not getting. They not throwing the ball.
Yep.
He tell me now. All of a sudden, he ain't open.
What about old buddy from the Jets? The one who got he hit his interception incentive the first game, and he didn't do shit else the rest of the season. He didn't do it. He didn't do nothing.
He didn't have to.
He knew he was paid.
Bro, he just get this season was a wash. As soon as Aaron Rodgers got hurt, the season was a wash. He hit his shit in the first game.
But you see, Jameis, because of what's his name, that running back, he needed a touchdown to hit his incentive, and Jameis said, "We ain't finna down this bitch."
Nah, that dude led the league in touchdowns last year, and literally was not getting the carries he deserved this year based off incentives.
Yep.
So yeah, get my boy his touchdown right here, real quick. Pay him.
Yeah.
Okay. Get mad at me if you want. That's the thing. Like, I love James.
He's controversial though. So he
I don't know if he's controversial. I think he just goofy and tell it how it is. He is goofy.
I think he just don't know.
I think he don't know.
I think he just like not necessarily he doesn't know, like he some type of mental. You know what I'm saying? But like his personality is so trooped out that's just normal shit for him. Like, my teammate needs this, and I'm about to ask him. Like, he at least asked him. He asked everybody. You know what I mean? Just ask. And everybody was like, "Oh yeah." Okay. So he's like, "Oh hell yeah, this is what we need to do." Like it never. I don't think it ever went through his mind like, "Oh, everything about to go crazy after I do this." Even like when he took the crab leg, I don't think he ever thought like. First of all, I think that was normal shit. Second of all, I think he was like I'm Jameis Winston. Like, who cares if I take these crab?
No, bro. I know. I'm gonna tell you what that was.
He went in there on the wrong shift,
bro. No, I'm gonna tell you because it happened to me, not in college, but as a tobacco salesman. There's a guy that I gave a coupon. He then worked at the meat market at the grocery by my house. So one day I went in there. I bought four ribeyes. Instead of charging me for 4 ribeyes, which would have been $14 a pound, he charged me for ground chuck. I hooked you up. All right, cool. And then every time I go in there, I don't expect it, but he do it. The days that I go in there and he ain't there, I expect to pay the $14 a pound. Jameis went to a store where he had maybe a manager that normally, hey, bro, just get the crab legs, walk through the self checkout. I ain't gonna, hey, you good. When I'm here, you good. And Jameis just thought everybody was on the same time. And he got them crab legs and he got to walking. And they had a guy that might have been his first day. They moved him in from Tallahassee. They moved him in from Miami to Tallahassee Publix. He got to make a name. He got to make a name for himself. Hey, guy. Boom. Oh, you Jameis Winston? Now I'm definitely gonna turn your ass in. I didn't bust the biggest football player in Tallahassee.
Stealing crab legs. It was just what he stole was what made me think like,
yeah, crab legs.
And you know he could afford it, so I mean it wasn't like.
I was saying, like, come on, bro. That was a deal. That was an NIL before NIL gone bad. Is what that was. But Kiki said 20 TDs, 20 picks. It's funny. I think it was 30 for 30 though.
Yeah, it was 30 for 30.
Hey, And I also seen somebody say, "Who gonna win the Super Bowl? Would you bet against the Swifties? Who you got for the Super Bowl, Joe?"
Mm, I think that the 49ers, I feel like they're better, but it's hard to bet against. It's hard to bet against the Chiefs, and there's still a part of me that feels like that if shit is not, you know what I'm saying, legit, that it's leaning more towards the Chiefs because of the story.
Come on, bro.
And
I'm glad. Bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be tied. It's gonna be tied up going to the last minute of the game. 49ers gonna go down there and they're gonna score. Boom, they're gonna kick it off to the Chiefs. Mahomes gonna make a it's gonna be
yeah,
like 5 seconds left. He gonna throw a fade to Travis Kelce back in the end zone. He gonna catch that bitch. Touchdown, game over, Chiefs win. Then they gonna have Taylor on the field. He gonna run over to Taylor. He gonna get on one knee. He gonna propose and
oh no,
he gonna break the internet with that shit.
I do not. I do not put the past the Travis Kelce proposing to Taylor if they win situation to happen. That
yeah,
could easily happen. But
yeah,
this is what I'm telling y'all right now. Why this shit? Because I know this shit fake. They hate Tom Brady. They
Yeah.
hate Tom Brady, dog. They already trying to. What I tell y'all? What I tell y'all they was gonna do when he retired?
Start replacing him. Find somebody to
Trying
replace
to
him.
replace him ASAP. He wasn't gonna get no Michael Jordan treatment. I told
yeah.
the world this already. As soon the day he leave the game for real, they gonna give him his goat shit. And the day he leave the game, they immediately gonna try to give it to the next person, and it just so happens to be Pat Mahomes. All right,
Who technically, if he's won a Super Bowl every time he's been in the league, every time he's gone, he'd be halfway to Brady already. He'd
come
be
on,
more
bro.
than half. He been what 6 times?
Yeah, bro. If he win this right here, this will be his 4th Super Bowl, right?
Third.
3rd. He done
Third.
been 4
He
times
he done been 4. He been 4 times. Got put out early twice.
in,
So
in the AFC Championship. Not
yeah,
early.
not,
Not early.
not early, but before the bowl.
Oh,
Before the bowl.
yeah. Hey, that's what I'm saying. They are pushing the Pat Mahomes is better than Tom Brady already. That's why that's the only reason LeBron's still playing, y'all. That's the only reason LeBron's still playing, y'all. If LeBron retired 5 years ago when he really probably could have and should have,
Mm.
any other player in his position would have retired 4 or 5 years ago
But why would LeBron retire when
because
he's
he's done it all already.
yeah,
He,
but
there's nothing
he's
left.
still good though.
But he can only hurt his legacy by keeping playing. Unless he wins the ship, it hurts his legacy and everybody else's eyes. Unless LeBron wins, unless he's the number 1 player in the league every single year, then he's trash.
Yep. See, and I get irritated with this not MJ status. Okay, so there were players before MJ, all right, and there were players who did more than MJ. So how does he get circumvented past them guys?
It's
Like
the
I,
shoes.
like I,
I'm
like
trying to
I,
tell
like
you. Anybody
I
don't
still,
understand,
I
it's the shoes.
still don't understand why people say like they forget about Bill Russell. Bill Russell won 8 straight. He won 8 straight titles. 8.
Hey,
But then Jordan people say, oh, 6-0. He was 6-0 in the finals. This cat won 8 in a row. But y'all don't recognize him. Why not? If it's not about rings, if it's about rings, then Bill Russell got to be the number 1. Horty got 8 rings. Horty was a supporting player. He was a supporter. That was it. He was that's what his job was.
bro, this is all I know right here. This is all I know about the Michael Jordan LeBron shit. In 93, 94, 95, all the years Jordan was playing, it was 1, maybe 2 cats on each team. Maybe on each team that could really hoop.
Yeah.
The
For
rest
sure.
of them was just filling in. Damn near actors, plumbers. Y'all done heard all the jokes. They was just out there running around and shit.
I mean, look at Dennis Rodman. There was games where he had 0 points.
Bro, I don't and that's another we can get to that in a second. We can break that down in a second. They would have to be at home, Dennis Rodman today. But anyway, he always want to pop up and say some crazy LeBron shit and then disappear again. Bro, In 2024, you can go to the last man on the bench, except on the book. I'll give y'all that. Antetokounmpo brother, Giannis brother. I don't know how the hell he in the league.
I know
But
how he's in the league.
His brother.
I know how he's in the league.
any other team, bro, 1 through 15 is busting them old cats' ass every day of the week. Every day of the week. So that's why LeBron is better than Jordan. Not to mention, he been the past Jordan and everything. Y'all, cause I keep seeing all these Jordan lovers coming out. Oh well, shit. If Jordan played 21 years, he passed Jordan a long time ago.
Yeah.
He been the past Jordan in this shit. Jordan wasn't the number one scorer with his ball hogging ass, and y'all still giving him all the credit. How you ball hogging? You the biggest ball hog in NBA history, and you not the number one scorer. Talk to me now.
Well,
but the damn number one passer damn near in the league, or the number 4 passer ever to play, is the number 1 scorer.
Hey, Jordan go like this. Jordan go like this with the ball and fake, and then some bitches would turn around.
Yeah, yes, they would. They turn around.
What are you looking at? Where are you going?
Bro, if you did that shit today, they'd be like, "What you doing?
What are you doing?"
Take it from you, bro. They would take it from you, bro. Hey, come on, man. There was no athlete out there that could hang with Jordan. Let's just be real.
For real.
There wasn't no step to match Jordan's shit.
Yeah,
there wasn't no KD. Hell, there wasn't no James Harden.
Nope.
Jordan's greatest play was a push off.
You finna get him hot now.
Hey, I'm just saying.
But they never want to talk about them when Detroit was on his ass.
They don't want to talk about doing that. If you ask a Jordan fan, he played 6 years. Jordan played in the NBA for 6 years.
What about the rest of
Ain't there wasn't no lead, there wasn't no before them 6, and there wasn't no after them 6. How many times did Jordan beat Larry Bird? 0.
Yeah.
0. Some of them games y'all talk about all them points he scored, L's to Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And the Celtics.
Larry was a dog though.
Yeah, Larry was a dog. He would Dirk at best in today's game.
Yeah.
But hey, I mess with Larry. Don't get it twisted. But he Dirk at best in 2024.
How far back does your ribbon go?
Hold on. I got a question. When did Jordan enter the league? 85?
Shit, don't give me the line. I thought he was 90s the whole way. All the
no,
90s.
it was late 80s for sure. But I'm trying to zero it in exactly.
I'm gonna tell you.
They said he didn't play nobody. He didn't play nobody. That's what we
okay. Okay.
He played somebody with the basketball IQ and the athleticism to get pump fakes and do a 360.
84. He came in the league in 84. Okay. All right. He came in the league in 84. So we're gonna pull up some history.
I thought it was older than that. Yeah.
He played. He got whacked. Is what we're saying, J-Mo.
All right, can we see it? Everybody can see this all good?
Yeah.
All right, so he played in 84, all right? He started 84, he came in. They missed the playoffs in 84. 85, they lost in the conference, Eastern Conference first round. 86, lost in the first round. 87, lost in the first round. 88, lost in the conference semifinals. 89, lost in the conference finals. 90, lost in the conference finals. You know what? You know who was winning right here?
When Jordan came in the league, to the Jordan fans right here, get ready.
All right, so Jordan was getting beat by Detroit right here. All right, Detroit. Here's when he said, "Hey, I need y'all to go get me Steve Kerr. I need y'all to go get me what's his name? Dennis Rodman." And then boom, championship. Boom, championship. Boom, championship. That's when he went to go play baseball in 94, 95. And then boom, championship, boom, championship, boom, championship. And then they missed the playoffs. And then and then I think he was with the Wizards when they was doing this.
When did Scottie Pippen come into the?
Don't give me the line. Shit about Scottie.
All I'm saying is, y'all just saw that little graph right there. All them years prior to them wins was getting that ball head.
Not the ball head.
First round exits. Bro,
Pippen came to the Bulls in 87.
Okay, so he was there for a lot of those. Was he there for all of their wins?
He was there for all of them.
Yeah.
Pull Bron charts. We know we don't got pull Bron charts. We'll tell you. Because Bron fans talk about the years that he didn't win it. We know he was in the league other years outside the years that he won the championship. Yeah, I said, yeah, it's rigged. When they start getting proved wrong, they wanted it to be rigged. No,
but some people say that's why he had to dip out after they won that third championship, because he wasn't supposed to win it. Actually, the Jazz was supposed to win that shit, and he ended up winning it. And his daddy got killed that year. The Mafia didn't play for that shit. His daddy got killed that year, and he said, "I'm gonna play baseball." Why? He had no business being on the baseball field.
Hey, my boy said, "Go back and watch them Jordan games. It's free. You'll see the talent difference." They know the talent difference. That's the crazy part. And I think, Joe, give me your insight on this.
I used to go back and watch those on ESPN. Had the Hardwood Classics.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd be set up for hours watching Michael Jordan games, because I mean, I didn't watch it. I was too young. I was born in '94, so I missed Michael Jordan really on TV. So I got into NBA heavy, especially around like, the Suns around 2007 when they were so hard. That around Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash, all that, Sean Marion. So I'm like, man, everybody talks about Jordan. I've seen like, Space Jam and shit. So I'm like, all right, it's time to do the research. And went back and watched a lot of Michael Jordan games. And he's good. He's cold. And he was better than everyone out there most of the time. But I mean, he's kind of like, he might be like maybe a DeMar DeRozan, maybe in today's, but I think that even that might be too, because I feel like,
I don't want to disrespect him with that shit. But
I don't want to disrespect him either, but times have changed. NBA is different. Jordan, and I know there wasn't really much of a three line. I think that was like maybe half his career. There wasn't a three line. When was the three line?
He had three his whole career. Jordan.
He had three his whole career.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't shoot threes, and that automatically, I mean, in today's game, you getting two all the game, and they getting three like that. I mean, the math ain't math.
We're supposed to be the best on the court. The talent difference should be easy to see, but it's not, because he pooped. What are you saying, bro?
How can you say a guy that he's the all-time leading scorer is poo? Like, don't call him poo. That's the thing. Like y'all Jordan fans blatantly just say he garbage. He's not garbage.
Hey,
and then you got
that's even going too far down their lane. I don't stoop to Jordan fans levels like that. We ain't going down that lane tonight. The question, he's talking outside his neck, because when LeBron stepped out there on the court, who better? You talking about he's supposed to be the best? He's been the best for 20 years, so who better? Who better? I'm waiting on it.
And there's a such thing as LeBron fatigue. That was a thing. LeBron fatigue. We're tired of seeing LeBron win. So you know what?
That's how you know it's fake. If it wasn't fake, LeBron would have 10 MVPs at least.
Yeah, I feel like some years they give MVPs to other people because we're just so used to what LeBron does.
It's called voter fatigue. Voters get tired of voting.
Yeah.
He's saying Bron top 2, not 2. That's all. Exactly. He top 2 and he ain't number 2 by far. Like, and I don't be trying to disrespect Jordan, like I said earlier, because he did what he did for the game, right? And I talk about the shoes all the time, joking, but for real, a lot of Jordan's longevity as the king of basketball has a lot to do with his shoes that you can't even really hoop. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you better not hoop in them shoes.
Shit no. Shit no.
But no, it's a lot of like Kiki said, they not Jordan fans, they LeBron haters. But Jordan is the only person that you can really even say, like, just because his impact on the game is on LeBron's level. But this is my thing right here. We know Jordan's not more athletic than LeBron. We can all agree on that.
Right.
Take basketball out of it. Jordan's not as athletic as LeBron. And then when everybody's talking about basketball IQ, they put LeBron over Jordan as well. So where is Jordan better?
Jordan wasn't passing like LeBron.
I got bronze, and I only got one pair of Jordan, and they my beaters. I got him for free. I won him.
What can Michael Jordan do better than LeBron?
Only thing they can say is something that's intangible.
Yeah. Oh, the will to win. He got the will to win. I hate that, bro. Give me tangibles. Give me something. Give me a metric that's measurable. You can't measure none of that shit. Everybody on that court got
number 2. If you want to ask me, because Kobe is Jordan, but the newer version. Kobe is Jordan, but the newer version. The new age Jordan was Kobe. And
I agree.
That's another reason why I say I'm not giving Jordan he can defend better. Who did he have to defend, bro? Who did he have to defend? Who did Jordan defend back in the day that's giving somebody trouble on the court today? Tell me that.
You got him stirred up, Nick.
It's crazy that the slander, the LeBron slander is ridiculous. He was giving Jeff Hornacek 50. Come on, bro. The guys, bro, like Joe said the perfect example. The pump fake turnaround is crazy. The pump fake turnaround is crazy.
I can't get over that. That's got me locked in.
Man, I'm not taking away from them what they did back then. But none of that shit is happening this year, in this time and age. The glove, your big swole ass better put on some pads and a helmet because you wasn't gonna make it in the league today. Y'all can say what you want to say because y'all don't want to disrespect these guys. And I get it. But bro, they don't cross generations with this shit. They're not cross-generational guys. That shit don't go like that.
Do you think we're gonna get new players eventually that are gonna make LeBron look like how we're describing Jordan?
No.
Nope.
Do you think this is the end of the line?
Hey, check this out right here. This is what I'm gonna say. How many guys that came in the league so far since Bron been in it that's supposed to be the next LeBron?
And fizzled out.
He's still out playing their ass.
Look, this is the talent that Jordan was playing. Look at this dude. He ball.
That's probably one of the more athletic teams. That looked like an all-star. That's Philly. That was Philly. That's one of the more athletic teams in the league back then.
Their hair just wasn't the same back then, man. That's the one thing I see. Hey, the hairline was so rough.
This is another thing too. He just said that I hate that Jordan fans try to say the 90s was basically football in today's game. Yeah, and your boy and his mama had to write a letter to the commissioner to get the rules changed because her baby was getting slammed on the ground every night. So come on, we want to talk about LeBron and crybaby. LeBron and his mama ain't never wrote no letter to no commissioner about no fouls. Come on, bro. Don't talk to me about no fouls in this era week. Man, this nigga crying. Oh, my bad, y'all.
You good. He cried. Hey, look, Jordan cried to the refs just as much as LeBron did. Now, maybe not like the all-out flopping because LeBron do it. It
wasn't a thing back then.
But Jordan had sway over the refs for sure, and he knew that like he could get that next call. Like if they gave a call he didn't like, he would go talk to the ref and get the next call.
Yeah, no cap.
He never said that.
Never ever said that. That's crazy. But all I know is, bro, Bron is going for 50 a night in the 90s.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Argue with your mammy.
Jordan, and think about it, Jordan wasn't even the number one player drafted in his class.
Bro, Bron going for 50 a night in the 90s, regardless.
I think that number goes up as the years go back. Like if you go into the 80s, I feel like the number goes up.
Yep.
And into the 70s.
50 is slight. I'm just saying 50 because that's the average.
If you put LeBron out there playing against the people Bill Russell was playing against, he might go for 100 a night.
Bro, come on, man.
Hey, speak. I got a question for you because this shit kind of irritate me. How in the hell do we not have no footage of Wilt Chamberlain scoring 100 points?
Because it was freaking.
No. They have pictures and videos prior to Wilt Chamberlain, but that particular game was not filmed.
I don't think that game was not filmed. I think the footage just got lost somewhere, bro. That shit was way back. I just don't feel like that's a good lie. If you're gonna lie, that's not a good lie. Because you don't have the foot. You know, I think that's just a horrible lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just so happens a game with no cameras and none of that shit. He scored 100. That's a horrible lie. It had to happen, bro.
But when Wilt Chamberlain was playing, and you look at that, it just you. It's tough to even tell that that's basketball. Damn near, like that's how different it was.
Look like pickup.
This shit looked like at TC when I go to Texarkana College and play at lunchtime, and the little kids come up there and play, and you can't call double dribbles, and they missing the rim half the time. That's what it looks like when you go back and you look at that, and you see the little white guy dribbling like this.
Looking straight down.
They head down dribbling like this.
I like 2024. I know that clip gone. Exactly. But no, it looked terrible. And I even think, even when you watch Jordan clip, you know, even though the 90s wasn't that long ago, it looks terrible. It's not good basketball. That's only 30 person away from Luka and Embiid, 20 away from Kobe and 81. Yeah, for sure. We know it. I agree it can be done. I don't think that was fun. But
Yes.
I'm just saying, Luka scoring 73 in 2024, boy, he's scoring 115 on y'all sorry asses in the 90s.
Bro, and what's been the deal with that, bro? Player, it's all of a sudden 70s.
Bro, that shit got a magnet in it, man.
He said he got a magnet in it.
Bro,
No,
when
I think the three is what's changed that because like you gonna score 70 points and don't shoot threes, you have to really be doing some shit.
oh no cap, but I'm saying that ball
Will Chamberlain scored 100 and they didn't have a 3-point line.
hey,
Yeah.
look,
That shit looks to look like a layup line, dude.
that ball got
Another
a magnet.
layup. The ball got a
That
magnet
ball
in it.
got a magnet in it. Joel
But
Embiid scored his 73 on the anniversary of Kobe 72.
But think about this though. Why is it only a magnet when bro shoot it? Why is it not a magnet when somebody else shoot it and miss?
It's on and off. Or on and on.
They got a switch.
What happened when the opposite when them negatives go towards each other on the magnet?
Throw it out.
Come on, shit, you ain't
Hey,
making.
and they do have those basketballs that have like the tracking in it. They can
Bro,
track.
they got all that in it. They know how many times you dribbled it, where you shot it from, what the heart rate was when you shot it. You tell me they can't make that bitch go in and out?
I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm gonna be thinking
Bro,
about this.
think about how many times Dame been pulled up from unthinkable. Steph
Yeah.
been pulled up from unthinkable. Not saying that these cats can't shoot for real, but sometimes when they just when Steph just get the
Yeah, and now he's looking.
he get to doing that, I'm like, bro, ain't no way. They like, he shot that shot so many times. Man, I ain't trying to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
People when Braun get to hitting that fadeaway mini.
Yeah.
Bro, listen to DeMar DeRozan, listen to Jeff Teague and them cats talk about them games when they playing against LeBron in the playoffs, and they like it don't matter. He wasn't even. I promise y'all, he wasn't even looking at the goal, and that hole was going in.
Do you think that why hasn't Steph got him a 70 piece yet?
He ain't got 70 yet.
I don't think so.
I think he has.
I thought he just had a 60-point game. Like he may have scored like 65.
Clay had 70. Clay had 70 before.
Was that Clay that had 38 points in one quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Off like, I think it may have been like 11 dribbles or that shit was insane.
For real though, but that man, that ball got a magnet in it.
The ball got a magnet.
They doing something, bro. Kyrie starting to sound smarter now. We broken all the theories. Hey, Kyrie, it's the reason they don't let him talk that much either.
Because neither has scored.
Neither has scored 70. Clay or
I thought Clay was in the 60s. Oh, that big game, I thought he scored like 65 or something like that. I know Dame hit him a 70-piece game. Devin Booker had a 70-piece game.
Devin Booker had 60 a couple times this year.
Yeah.
Ernest Brown said, "My boy, who is Ernest Brown?"
That's Lil Raw. That's my boy.
What's good, my boy?
Yeah. What's good, fam?
Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. But oh man, that ball got some finish, Joe.
Yeah. Do y'all think that Jokic should have been MVP last year?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, that ball got something in it. Y'all keep every time y'all bring us, hey, think about Jokic. That ball got something in it, bro. You ain't hitting that many turnarounds in a row. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good we think.
When I think about Jokic, I start to think about the magnet ball thing because he fucking me up. Because sometimes he throw that bitch like when he's at a three, he just the ball's way back here,
going in, bro.
and it go in, and I'm like, dude.
Bro, sometimes sometimes it's like the full quarter and half quarter, like at the end of a quarter that don't mean shit. That's the ones that really get me, bro. When they let that fly, it don't look like it's no chance in hell it's going in.
and then
Think it's moving?
bro, it ain't gonna be nothing but neck. Oh. And even the one Luka threw up the other night at the end, bro. Like I swear he shot it and it was going straight right, and it went right down the gut. Picking at the end of the
Do,
half to
do,
make him have
do
41.
y'all think? Do y'all think LeBron is the best in the league at this moment? Because there are some fucking dogs in the league right now.
I think in the league at this moment, the way he playing, if we putting age into accountability, yes. But we just saying straight up who the best right now in the league.
Yeah, I don't.
It's hard not to get, man. People don't be want to say Giannis, but it's hard not to give it to Giannis.
yeah, it's hard. But I like Joker though.
I like
Yeah,
Joker
that's what
too,
I'm
but I
saying.
just can't watch that shit. Same with Luka. Luka might be the best in the league, bro. I can't watch that shit.
You don't like it?
It's too slow.
It is slow, but it's like he's.
I find myself saying, like, how the hell is he doing that more than enjoying his game?
Well, he's just like systematically cutting them up. And it's like, and then it's even worse that he's like him and Jokic is like, damn, they don't look like they're supposed to be doing
No,
this shit.
they got that soft body. They sloppy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like skinny fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, skinny fat.
Like if you was a Texas Cannon and like Joker is the type of guy, he could come to Texas Cannon, walk around, and nobody know who he was.
Oh, you would only because he's 7 foot. You would.
Well, you know he's 7 foot, but you wouldn't think he played basketball.
Shit,
I like that he don't like the fame and shit. He don't like interviews. He don't like none of that shit. To me, that's
No, because he a real mafia cat.
like he don't give a fuck.
You see his brothers on the sideline.
Oh yeah, they scary.
Yeah, they like
Like
that.
the deal. What was it? The Morris brother he was into it with? Or wait, or what? Yeah, that.
He get his hat brought to the cemetery.
Hey, hold on. Hey, let me tell you about like because I got this from Nick. Hey, basketball was the only thing Joker had because had he not played basketball, he'd be able to crack the knees. He'd be in the force of somebody.
Bro, he was the henchman, bro. He was gonna be the henchman for the family's organization. He ain't with that shit. He ain't built like that. But his family ain't built like that.
What about Kevin Durant? What do you think about Kevin Durant? The way
best role player we've ever seen.
Yep, he missed his potential.
Yeah.
Well, no, he hit his potential. He's the best role player we've ever seen. Period.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, that team that year when it was Harding and Westbrook and Durant, them cats should have won the damn championship.
You gotta go through who?
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to look how you go through.
And
but I also think that they had to go different. They had to go like Harden especially. Do you think Harden would have developed into who he was if he stayed with the Thunder?
I think he'd have been better.
Really?
Have they been able to keep that core group together? Which I don't know all the financial situation they was in and all that at the time. But have they been able to keep that group together? I think he's better. Harden's at his best.
They all ball hogs.
Harden's at his best when he can be. I don't know. I guess Harden and Westbrook never would have worked together.
I don't think so. That's the two that's got me. Because if you look at the end of the Thunder games when they really mattered, when they really fucking mattered, it was a tug of war of hero ball between Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, but
if you had a third person that played like that
at that time, minus James Harden, because we saw that Thunder team without James Harden go to the Western Conference Finals,
right?
Golden State. Minus James Harden, though, I think if KD would have figured out his role, who he was quicker, if he didn't have to go to Golden State to figure out he was a role player.
Yeah,
he could have stayed his ass in Oklahoma City and just deferred to Westbrook a little bit more. I think it's harder to defer to Westbrook than it is to defer to Steph Curry.
True, but do you think in those moments, those hero ball moments, you think it should have been Russell Westbrook taking over to win those games?
Passing that bitch to KD.
Yep.
Not KD trying to create right then. That ain't your time.
I'm with that.
I mean, as the years have gotten, have gone on longer. Now we seeing KD pull up at 3 off the dribble. It's kind of automatic now. But back then, that shit wasn't automatic like that. You couldn't even shoot with KD on 2K.
That is true.
You know, it wasn't automatic like that back then. So that's why he should have deferred to Russell Westbrook a little bit more. Let Russ drive and do his thing, and he would have been catching it.
Hey, is OKC in the East or the West?
The West.
So when they never had to go to LeBron.
When they went to the finals,
LeBron. Yeah, they went to the finals and lost.
Okay,
yeah. LeBron sent him packing.
The Lakers,
Kate-
the only way Lakers gonna win the NBA this year. I'm just looking at the comments. Somebody said, "Who gonna win?"
Oh,
The only way the Lakers gonna win this year is if they do some extra trade. They gotta do some trading.
Yep.
would y'all say that Anthony Davis has been a bust for the Lakers, or what do you think?
At times,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm not gonna say a bust because
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Hell no, fuck that.
he
Yeah,
he
yeah.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
he show up, but he don't show up more times than he do show up.
I feel, yeah, I agree.
Plus, man. Simply because of this. Why LeBron still having to do all this shit?
That's
You a bust, bro. You a bust.
He's not the same as that from the Pelicans. No, Pelicans, Anthony Davis would take some shit over.
That was like 6 ankle injuries ago.
Yeah, that's true.
My whole thing, even outside of the injuries, though, he'll have a game where he go for 17. Bro, that's illegal.
Yeah, for your status.
Yeah, it's illegal for you. Anything under 20 is illegal. Really, anything under 30, damn near for you, AD is illegal.
Yeah, they will crucify LeBron for that shit.
Come on, bro. 14 points.
Yeah,
LeBron didn't dream with having 14.
Giannis, Jokic, Kevin Durant. You know, people of that status, you don't get 20. Like, what were you doing out there?
Hey,
what about the end
season?
season?
Just said in the corner, they just won the end season. Hashtag rig. Talk to me then. How can you beat the shit out of everybody in the end season tournament? Now y'all can't buy a win. Same team. Same team.
So okay, let's talk about that. How did y'all feel about the in season tournament? Do you think that we got more intensity out of that shit, or did people not give a fuck?
I feel
like the players.
I feel like some teams didn't care and some did. I think it was some young teams who ended up at the end of it. Outside of the Lakers.
Yeah,
the only reason we're not saying they're not young is because LeBron and AD.
Yeah,
we don't know none of them other cats.
Yeah. Really?
And you had a young Pelicans go up against a veteran Lakers team and they got shit on.
Yeah. Same thing with the Pacers. You got a young Pacers team go up against really a young Lakers squad with 2 vets. But the vets that they got is just vet. You know, they seasoned vets.
Yeah.
Damn, they're too much salt. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I don't think that in season. I don't think the in season tournament has too much foreshadowing to what's actually going to happen in the playoffs.
No, I just think that.
It was the boost ratings. It was the boost ratings.
No, no doubt. Because what
is scary.
Yeah, what happened? I mean, why? Lord, I'm having trouble talking. What is the incentive to watch early season games in the NBA? It's 82 games before the playoffs. That's a long. I mean, you watch a game at the beginning of the season. Why? Why are you there? Besides, you have to really love like the NBA and really try to keep up with it.
I think it's players, and I think that's why the stories are so big at the beginning of the season. It's player, and that's why I'm saying that ball got a magnet in it. When we get this lull in the season, right here before the All-Star break, we almost halfway, and nobody really watching. All of a sudden, 72, 65, 73.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. Back to back to back to back to back. So we just ain't playing defense this week?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? That ball got a magnet in it. I'm gonna keep coming back to it.
Hey, but if you think about it, like if you look at sports where they have long seasons, like college basketball, no one watch college basketball during the regular season. We don't watch till March.
Yeah, March is, and then it's our time to cut the TV on.
Baseball, you might have your diehards watch, you know what I'm saying, all season long, but people don't even watch baseball till October.
Yeah.
And they're watching their team.
And that's it.
Somebody said said $500K to each winning player, bro.
Bro, $500K ain't no money.
Incentive to the young players. That's what I'm saying. That's only incentives to the rooks.
Yeah, so that's like more incentive for the young guys to actually go harder.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But LeBron don't give a shit about $500,000.
No, he make that. He make that in his sleep.
Hell, Patrick Beverly don't give a damn about $500K.
Yeah, which is insane because I don't even know what I'd do with $500K.
Oh shit, I know what I do with it.
Beverly,
I'd probably buy a giraffe or some shit.
You Patrick Beverly, and you done signed for a few mil a bunch of times. Bro, you got $500K. You making $500K in a few games as a Patrick Beverly, maybe 1 game, 2 games.
Do y'all think the Clippers you think everyone on that team is past their prime? You think that there's a wrap on them, or do they have any type of chance?
No, I think you always got a chance when you got Kawhi, Paul George, even though he is playoff P. So you know
Playoff
playoffs.
P.
I think I think it's ownership, man. I think Steve Cook, or whatever his name is, he just not basketball savvy, man.
No, it's they let them guys do whatever they want to. Come
Yeah,
on.
he don't give a damn, man. He just kind of just
I mean, the Clippers are the reason they have the load management rules. It's just straight up. It was like play when you want to play type shit. 2 years ago, and so I just think when you got Kawhi and you got a Paul George,
But they just don't seem the same. They don't seem like they were.
I ain't trying to see him for 7 games.
no.
That's you know what I'm saying. That's the thing.
Yeah, in the playoffs they might be scary.
Them type of guys, bro. You don't want to see them cats in no playoff series where they getting to see you for a couple games too, back to back like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they scary. They scary when it comes to that. Hey, Paul George, think about this too though. Hey, if there's no LeBron James, Paul George is a Hall of Famer. We talking about Paul George as a Hall of Famer right now, 3 or 4 time NBA champ,
Yep.
MVP, all that type of shit. If there ain't no LeBron James, it's a bunch of people like that.
I would just say there's a whole bunch of cats that LeBron in it they didn't reach their potential.
Like the Raptors, like them like him beating the shit out of the Raptors all them years over and over again.
Exactly, bro. We talking about guys who got
Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, they had some squads, and it's just like every season.
bro for 10 years straight.
Yeah.
For 10 years straight, if you was in bronze conference, you wasn't going to the final.
Nope.
Period.
Hey, and as soon as he left the East, they
All them teams,
they made
they got him one. The Bucks even got him one.
It was a power vacuum. It just like we got to get it while we can while he down, because when he get up, we done.
Bro, this is my thing right here. This is how I know this shit fake. Another reason I know this shit fake, just simply off bronze court. Bro, you can go get the best shooter in the world. I swear on everything. You can go get the best shooter in the world. Hell, they gave him the best shooter and still made him lose one with him. Ray Allen. You can go get the best shooter in the world, bro. And all of a sudden now he can't shoot. He getting literally from one of the best passers to ever play the game. He getting downs from. Now they can't shoot. Kevin Love ass turned into a 3-point shooter in Minnesota. Get to Cleveland, couldn't buy a bucket.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith, same way. Yeah, he had his moments in game.
Kevin Love was so hard in Minnesota, though.
Yes, bro. He wasted his good years in Minnesota.
Yeah,
hell no, I ain't buying that. Now he still
bro.
The other night, hell,
bro. I was just gonna say, I turned on the TV and I saw Kevin Love I said, he's still playing.
Gray hair, busting threes. Low as hell.
Kevin Love gonna ride that championship that he got with LeBron. He's gonna ride Cleveland until the wheels fall off. They're gonna have to make him quit.
Why not?
Hey, he gonna be just like old Haslam. Hey, look at it, bro. It's time for you to go.
He ain't really got no home though. You think he gonna go back to Minnesota and retire? Or he a Cleveland boy?
He a Cleveland boy now.
He can go where they give him that vet minimum, probably.
Minimum, boy. Hey, he get up out of there. Hey, that's a podcast. If you ain't seen that podcast, you gotta go watch it. Him and Mike Miller called the OG.
Really?
Boy, it's good too. They just had Mario Chalmers as their guest.
Who is it?
Oh, I love that.
Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller. It's called the OG. Bro, it is the best shit.
I like Mike Miller. He'll bust that bitch too.
Yeah, he from South Dakota. He from up here.
Bro, even Mike Miller though. Some game I'm like, damn, Mike Miller hit that corner three.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something about Mike. Let me tell you about the Millers though. They got a Hall of Fame for the Millers here in South Dakota at the Pentagon. Bro, they all but 3-pointers. That's all they do. all the way to Mason Miller, who was playing at South Dakota State, and led them up to the Final Four. Just busting threes. That's all you gonna do. You throw it to them, they gonna hit that three. That's all they do.
My boy had 2 fake thumbs on their ass. Splashing that joker, boy. But no, they had Mario Chalmers on there. Y'all remember him?
Yep.
Yeah, point guard.
Yeah. Bro, y'all have to see. If y'all don't watch no other episode from them cats, y'all gotta watch that joker. Because y'all know how Mario Chalmers was the baby on the team and all that. Y'all gotta go watch it.
They talked shit to him, didn't they?
Yes.
I'm sure they did.
Straight cat. But I mean, little brother's talking shit, not no. You know what I'm saying? But hey, straight cash money shit. He was
What
asking somebody on the Heat, and everyone you done his house said he can shoot better than you for that. So,
what happened? What happened to him?
he tore his Achilles in Memphis or something like that.
Ah, shit.
Mm.
He
Hey,
got traded to Memphis and then tore his Achilles.
speaking of, man, your boy Rajon Rondo, but what he got going,
What did he do?
Yeah,
bro?
what
He
he do?
got pulled over. He had a pistol and some crack on him or some shit.
Oh shit! I saw that. I
I
read
Yeah,
ain't
that.
seen that. Yes, you breaking news right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
man.
saw that. It was like gun and drug charges, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yep.
Don't say no crack.
Yeah, it was like crack or something.
Dang,
Got
Rondo.
too much money
They need to
to
put my
be.
boy back in the league and stop
Yeah.
playing. Yeah, he was just. I just saw him on somebody's podcast not too long ago. He's like one of those people talking about how smart he is and all this.
Oh no.
I don't know who that is. But
Southern
that's
Indiana.
him.
Is he from Indiana?
I guess. I don't know.
He looking tough too, man.
He looked tough. He looked like somebody you see in the gym, like just randomly pulling up to a hoop session. They don't look like a.
Yep, he was driving reckless in his Tesla at 1 p.m.
Damn, middle of the day crack.
Oh no. He had marijuana.
Oh, come on, bro.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Hey, we apologize, bro. We apologize, bro. We apologize, bro.
My boy said middle of the day crack.
We apologize, bro. That's crazy.
The timing of when you had the crack that is important though. That is important information. Yeah, bro had crack on him. What time was it? I was like 1 p.m. Ooh, shit.
That's the middle of the day, boy.
Crack for lunch.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the videos that make me sick to my stomach, man, is when I see old buddy that used to play for the Cavaliers.
Oh,
He
you
be like,
talking about West, right?
man, Devontae West, man, man,
Oh, fuck.
bro, they be having them at front of Dollar Tree, man. And I'm like, man, stop filming that, man. Let that man be, cause it's weird, cause dude, it be like sometimes you see him, he be up. Check it. Sometimes you see him and he be up. Like when he was on the Pivot podcast, he was up, look up, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks later he back in the streets. Like, bro, what's going on? Which he should be getting his NBA money, shouldn't he?
I mean, I'm sure, man, ain't no telling what type of clauses. Boy, bro, if he got a drug addiction, which it looks like, bro, he get that check once a month or whenever it come, bro. That shit gone as soon as it gets.
Yeah, I think nothing's impervious to drug addiction. Like when you get when you get that far down the rabbit hole, it don't matter what amount of money you can blow it, you can fuck that up.
Easy, bro.
Which is sad. It's sad because he was a hooper. And didn't one of these coaches or owners who was it that was trying to like rehabilitate him?
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, yeah.
I wonder what happened with that, but hey, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Hey, actually, drug addiction is, a real thing, and it's hard to get over and everything like that. But I am on my own podcast, and I'm funny on here. So he could have shut his ass up and had the lifestyle of a king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he want to throw it up in LeBron's face that he's doing whatever he's doing with his mama. Hey, you could have been stepdaddy and been on. You know what I'm saying? You just let it ride and been on. But you want to get playing time. See, hey, know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
That's
Yeah.
it.
What they say.
Hey, bro, how's the dude that talked the most shit on the podcast got the most badges?
Because he on here talking shit. That's fine. He on here talking crazy. He on here talking crazy. Man. No,
top supporter.
He is a LeBron hater. But hey, I'm glad to have a LeBron hater as one of my top supporters. Because that means you love LeBron. That's all that
That's what that is, ain't it?
That's all that means. That's all that means. Because I ain't seen not one Jordan post come out on the RTL. So I know you ain't here for that.
And you never gonna see that either once we talking shit about him.
Man.
And you're not gonna see that either, bro. Because I don't have to talk crazy about Jordan for Bron to be great. Y'all gotta try to make Bron look trash for Jordan to be great. That's how I know Jordan ain't what y'all saying he is. You know what I'm saying? He over here. J-Mo literally got back on the computer and started edited the video. He gonna say 6-0. Hey, yeah. How about other years he played in the league? We just talked about that. We just talked about that. How about
circle the block.
not going there. Well, I'm not going there with him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going there with Surratt for sure. Not tonight. You too late, brother. We already been down that hole.
Yeah, we ain't coming up to the city.
Hey, Joe from the city. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad we got you on here, Joe. I want to ask you that. I want to ask you if that was made up. Last week, you know what I'm saying? Somebody from over there, you know, Liberty Island,
Mm.
said they was calling it the city, man. What?
The city.
I ain't never heard that. I
Yeah,
want
no, I've never heard that. They call it the Aloe. That's like, I mean, but
Yeah, Queen City.
oh, Queen City. Oh shit.
Nah,
Okay.
he was talking about Liberty Island. He said right there
No.
about Dairy Queen. You know,
He said by Macedonia, the city.
No, no. No, it ain't. There ain't much city like about it. We got a little. It's like they throw up a dollar store and we're like, yeah, look at us growing up and shit.
Man, Liberty got the only thing they known for is a 2-story Easy Mart.
Yep, and it's been one story for most of our lives.
I don't even remember it being two stories.
They said it burned down. Like, and then I'm 29 years old, bro. I've never seen no damn 2-story Easy Mart. I know exactly. I mean, we go to it all the time, but it's not 2-story.
No, it burned. I think it burned down. It used to be 2 stories for sure.
Right,
But
right.
I don't know. I think the second story was his office space.
Yeah. You definitely wasn't going upstairs to get you some shit. There'd be some exclusive shit at the gas station. Like, no, I gotta go upstairs and get this shit.
There's so much shit about Texarkana that I really don't know. That's all I know.
Liberty Hollow's cool though, because it's like, so do both of y'all go to Pleasant Grove?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we were, I don't know. I feel like we were pitted against each other at times, but I don't know. Liberty was cool, and I'm sure PG is the same way. But you know, it's like, I guess we get labeled as like the other side of the track sometimes. I've heard it's labeled as that, and maybe I don't know, but it is a tight community though. It really is. But it ain't a city. That's for damn sure. No, I love Liberty Island. I love Liberty Island.
Nah, man, I do too, man. I think Liberty Island has something that they don't take advantage of. And that is the community. You know,
Yeah.
like nowadays you see a tight knit Pleasant Grove, you see a tight knit TISD, you know what I'm saying? Not really tight knit Arkansas so much. But everybody is more tight knit now than they were back when we was coming through for sure. But LE was always tight knit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they take advantage of the tight knit community they got over there. Oh, here he comes. What's good over there in the city, man?
I'm on to defend this. I can't type enough. I was telling Cam Sullivan I would come meet him in the city to bring him to Liberty Islo because they self-proclaim themselves the city.
It's
In Liberty Islo, the city part of Liberty Islo is by the Dairy Queen. And if you get out there by Macedonia, you're in the country part of Liberty Islo.
That is true. That is true.
What
So-
Dairy Queen?
You know the Dairy Queen up there?
Dairy Queen is on 59.
So right now, if you come to Liberty Island and you ask a kid where he lives, he's going to tell you the city part, which is over there by Sunset and the ECC, or he's going to say, I live out in the country, and that means you need to head toward Macedonia.
Well, we also have the country the other way, because I live the other way in the country.
Down George Thomas and
Yeah,
over that way? Yep.
I live off Fricks.
So basically, what
Yeah.
they say is, you go to Leopard Drive, if you go towards Dairy Queen, you live in the city. If you go down Leopard Drive or out, you live out in the country, is what they say.
Huh.
You can't really see
I
it because
You learn
you can't
something?
hardly see it because of all
Yeah,
our
but-
state championship signs as you come in.
Yeah,
All
It
of
kind of blocks where you go.
that does help. That does help.
And it's our fault. I mean, we're the only ones that can put up that many in the city of Texarkana. So it's not our fault. It just happened to be that way.
How many y'all got?
Listen,
Two-
hey, first of all, look,
two-
you know, we only modeled on this podcast. So if it's anything outside of 1990, do not bring it up.
Okay. 99, 06,
Okay.
08, 9, 10, and 11.
When and what?
Basketball, track,
Women's basketball.
girls basketball.
Hey,
Hey, we
What is
count
the
that
state
shit too
championship?
tonight. Hey, we count that shit too tonight.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
the state? I mean, it's the state
Yeah.
champion.
I'm just clear because I don't ever recall the boys winning in basketball. I ain't think nobody got a
No,
state
the boys
championship in basketball.
never have. The furthest LE's ever been was regional finals. I'll give the boy, but we're not a basketball school because we're playing football too long.
They do just care about football and baseball now.
They ain't
And
did
baseball
they,
now,
they
but now there was a
y'all ain't
long
been
time
playing.
before baseball.
We're not gonna get on here with no football talk. Like y'all been just playing football long for long. Hey, y'all
Hey,
ain't
it's
played
okay.
football for long in a long
I
time.
know it. Look, I know a team coming from down south, about to get in the district. They're gonna ruin everybody's dreams up here in the city.
Yes, they are.
They'll be there at 9:00 in the morning tomorrow morning in realignment. And we're going to 3A. Hey, we're going to 3A, so it does not matter anymore.
If y'all don't win 1 in 3A in the next 2 years, hell, I'll give you 3.
Whoa, hold on now.
Y'all better win at
Can
least
we-
1 in 3 years.
1 in 3 years?
Yes, at 3A, y'all should win at least 1 in the next 3 years.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I'm in the building. I walk the halls every day. As soon as it came out that we was gonna drop to 3A, people thought we were calling Balfour to start sizing rings.
Y'all should.
Okay, well now hold on. When you get past Thanksgiving, there's some really good football teams in 3A that is gonna have as many linemen that we do.
Look. This one
Not
thing
LE good.
Hey, this one thing I do know, correct? And you can count it up 3A after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, New Year's, however you want to count it up. In 3A football, you put DeQuan Prevost at quarterback and let him say hut and run it, and you win state.
I coach the linebackers, the middle linebackers.
I'm just saying.
No, hey, so look, this is honestly
3A football that can mess with DeQuan Prevost.
This is yeah. I mean, he's a top 5 player in the nation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is honestly what I'm saying. We'll play with Coach Willard. He's came in. He's one of highly intelligent X and O guy. Like he's really really good. I like everything he's doing. Like I'm locked in with him at LE. Like I'm ready to get on the bus and be like, we 35-point favorites tonight. Not the other way around when we was headed down to Carthage in the rain. Like all that stuff. So I'm so excited to be a part of all that. But this year, we're right now realistically expectations we should play 4th round of semifinals. But I mean, you get to the 4th round, now it's a coin flip. There's 8 teams left in state. So I mean, you got to have a good night, and a lot of things got to go your way. But with hard work, you get good luck. So I mean, I get
y'all
that.
Liberty Hollow though. Y'all.
I know we're better than everybody else in Texas County. Yeah, we know.
Nah, I ain't gonna say all that. Y'all coming from here to here. I mean, y'all coming in with some of them teams. They only been 3A teams forever. Y'all coming from one of the probably toughest districts or toughest divisions in the state. Coming down, I think it'd be a cakewalk.
Well, I mean, as and I'm not one of those that looks ahead and let me go look at the bracket. But I mean, there's the big one looking at your face is Malakoff. Now Malakoff don't know us. They were the defending 3A state champion. Just as a coach, kids wouldn't know where Malakoff was, but there's Malakoff out there. There's down south. There's a school. Hell, I done forgot their name, but they make runs a lot. And then you got a couple teams out west like Gunner and Brock, and traditionally, So I mean, there's some hard nosed football there at that point. So, but what I've told everybody, and I mean, and I'll say it, you put 35 kids on a Liberty Islo bus and they don't think they can lose, I don't give a damn who we go play.
Yep.
And I really don't. I mean, I've seen it, but I will say this: our freshman class is loaded with skill. Our freshman class has 3 as good of O linemen as I've been around at that age. I'm not saying, they got to get better, obviously, but they're on a good start. We got 2 really good sophomores, and then we got Prevost in that sophomore class as well. So, and then, we still got Jaquan Johnson at running back. We're getting a kid coming with a coach. He's going to be on the field, and then there's 2 more kids coming with another coach that'll be on the field. So, There's going to be some pieces added to LE that we didn't even have last year that's going to make us a lot better. And at the end of the day, I feel like in a lot of the games we can turn it into a track meet and we'll win the game. You know, and so
I believe in you.
Hey,
yeah.
well, since I got two lefters on. I got two lefters on here right now, man. With a little bobcat in the back right there. Man. I got
Uh,
to ask y'all a couple
There ain't, hey, you know, I mean, if you want facts, I'll give you facts, but I don't want to just rub it in everybody's face.
Oh no, we ain't gotta talk about nothing. We ain't gotta talk about nothing.
Okay, that's fine. Well,
You
when
know,
y'all get when y'all get to double digit NFL players coming out of y'all schools, y'all let me know.
It,
it's
it's coming.
because y'all because is Liberty y'all gonna really take is Liberty y'all gonna take the credit for them getting to the NFL? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It go for any high school, not just Liberty y'all. But we're gonna be real about it. Is Liberty y'all gonna really take the credit for getting them guys to the NFL? Did Liberty y'all have a hand in Michael James doing what he was doing in Oregon, or Marquess Huff doing what he was doing?
I'm gonna say this, and I mean no disrespect, but if LaMichael James is playing at a 1A in South Texas, does he ever go to Oregon?
Shit, if he goes to Pleasant Grove, does he go to Oregon? If he goes to Texas High, does he go to Oregon? If he goes to
no. If he goes to
where he
Pleasant Grove,
graduated from, does he go to Oregon? I'm
hey,
just saying.
if he goes to Pleasant Grove, he don't go to Oregon because he don't
Why
go for
not?
257 versus Gilmer as
Why
a sophomore.
why don't if he go to PG, he goes to Oregon.
Yeah, he still go to Oregon.
Come on, bro.
He don't play Gilmer. He don't beat Gilmer.
You don't have to beat Gilmer.
That's what put him on the map.
You don't
That's
have
whenever
to
that's the night
if he goes
LaMichael
to PG,
James was
he goes to
born.
PG, he rushes for what he rushed for at LE
Quicker. Yep, quicker.
and probably more.
But is he a state champion? No.
He would have been.
How many cats is in the NFL right now that don't have no state championship?
Not as many as you. I mean, I'm telling you.
One that don't got no state championship. That
So
ain't making
listen. I just talked to a recruiter tonight, and he said he's the linebackers coach at Arkansas State. He tries to fill his room with if he's got two kids, same size measurables, same everything. He said every 10 times out of 10, he's going to take the state champion.
Well, how many times have they won their shit in the past few years?
No, I get it, but I mean, I'm just saying, the state champion bought in at some point.
You got a state championship team don't mean you the reason they won it.
But we know LaMichael was the reason.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying you're adding in things to keep.
So you're saying if LaMichael James goes to Pleasant Grove in 2006, Pleasant Grove wins state championship.
Yes.
Oh
yeah. And I would tell you the reason I know that is because we got to the quarterfinals and lost to Canton
in 06?
In 06.
Oh.
I wasn't there at that time. I don't know. But I know if you put Michael James on damn near any team in the state of Texas, they probably gonna win.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're talking about, but there was like I coached with Zach Fowler and rushing, who was on that team as well. And when they talk about the best players on that team, yes, LaMichael is the head and shoulders, but then you got Will Middlebrooks, who was the quarterback, who really was if you talk to a bunch of old heads, was at that game, like his punting is what. Like he was punting the ball average 70 yards that night. Like Gilmer was starting inside the 10. Like just some crazy stuff he was on that night. But then, you talk about the defensive guys they had. Like there were some full-grown men out there.
Stephen the Great.
Hey,
yeah.
And I understand that. But what I'm saying is a player going to the NFL, yes, it's great for the high school they went to. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But the high school really ain't got nothing to do with it.
But when your high school is really good in sports, there's more.
But his high school, it's not like it's.
But listen, there's more colleges that
they ain't won since him though. They ain't won since him though. So it ain't like you know what I'm saying.
What do you mean they haven't?
What you ran back?
We haven't won since him.
They ain't won since him.
A state championship?
Yeah.
No, we've had.
They ain't won nothing since him. What else is there to win besides state?
And we've had 2 NFL players since him.
But what is that? What is that? That's what I'm saying. That don't got nothing to do with y'all.
But I just think it has more opportunities because when you win a lot,
you ain't sending nobody to the NFL. Is what I'm saying.
But there's more Division I colleges come and check in at LE, which gives them more chances.
There's not more colleges coming to LE than anywhere.
Maybe not right. No, not right now. But back in the day, there probably was.
If they come to Texarkana, they hitting all folks. Why else would you come this far?
I mean, I don't think. I mean,
think
do you really? I mean,
this what I'm
honestly, do you
talking
really
about.
think? Do you
Our
really think
coach, we
Oregon
all get a
came?
little senile too.
Like, do you really think Oregon came down and checked out all 4 schools, or they just
Hell
came
yeah,
down?
they
Yes,
did.
that year, yes, they did.
Bro, nobody's
I know.
It's a waste
Like,
of
I
money.
don't. I just have a hard time thinking like Ohio State's gonna get on a plane and fly down here and just go waste time to all 4
No.
schools. They're
So
coming down here for the
no.
purpose.
That's actually how it works because you have your recruiting dollars, so you gotta make that shit stretch.
Yeah.
So
No, you do.
so think about it. If you come to a place like Texarkana, I'm here for a day. I'm here for a day or two. So while I'm here, why not go just look? It don't hurt
Yeah,
to look.
and I understand the building the relationships for future kids and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they taking out all the schools.
Like when I sat down and talked to, and I'm not talking about like North Texas. No disrespect, North Texas. I'm not talking about them. They come down, they're asking me who's on the prospect list. I'm talking about when Ohio State or USC walks through the door, they bring out a folder. Like they ain't talking about nobody but one person. And they don't, and they're not anybody that asking like, hey coach, who do I need to go check out in this area or all of that. They may go over to Texas High and like look at somebody or go over to PG right now because obviously there's 4 Power 5 dudes in the city right now. And so you need to stop by and talk to them. But rewind LaMichael's day, Middlebrooks day, and all that. Like Ryan Mallett, my uncle was at Texas High when Ryan Mallett was recruited. There were schools coming in and seeing Texas High, and they wasn't going nowhere else. They were sitting on Mallett. You know, but also a difference is they're recruiting a quarterback. There's not another Ryan Mallett in the other 2 schools.
Oh no, not at all.
No, there's not. I just know when I
think the position changes.
When I would go sit in the recruiting office and they would talk about coming up this way,
Mm-hmm.
they coming to East Texas. They going everywhere in East Texas.
Well, you was at PG. They're definitely going to come over to LE.
You going at one time. I'm talking about the recruiting office at SMU when they was coming back to East Texas to recruit.
Yes. No, there's a bunch of recruiters.
They going to Tatum, they going to Gilmore, they going to everywhere in East Texas because we only going to East Texas one time because it's not the market.
But it should be.
Yeah, it should be. I agree 100%.
Yeah, it should be. Like I tell every one of them come through, like how many East Texas guys you got on your roster? And they're like 4. That's probably how many wins you're gonna have this year. I mean, like if you're a middle of the road, North Texas, SMU, Houston, SFA, like why your roster ain't up and down East Texas, I don't understand it.
Well, what happened? Because it used to be that way. Like I would say, late '90s up until probably 2010. East Texas was the pipeline for a bunch of schools. Like when did that die down?
Trey, you want to know what's crazy? I've been the recruiting coordinator at Liberty Allo 5 years. I've never talked to A&M Commerce, not one time.
No, I actually, if you go back and listen, like season 2, we talked about that. There are schools in that area
because
they refuse to come to Texarkana for some reason.
Because the big schools they can't compete.
They go west.
Once Texas and OU and A&M and Oregon and all that's coming to your spot, you're gonna start seeing less of it.
So I had a kid. Y'all may have remembered him. His name Greg London.
Yep.
He played for me. I called A&M Commerce every day for a week, trying to get somebody on the phone to look film at this kid because I knew he could go day one and start at linebacker or running back at A&M Commerce. Couldn't get him on the phone. And that's like an opportunity that, like you say, 10 years ago,
do you think it's because the last guy from here to go to A&M Commerce got arrested on campus from the police for some shit he did down here?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we've had other guys in East Texas go to colleges and get arrested.
But I'm just saying you don't know who the AD up there might be like, well, I ain't going back there.
I mean, that could be.
You know what I mean?
But like the University of Houston has 3 East Texas guys on their roster. Like, why is that? Like, you're telling me there ain't 5 dudes between Longview, Carthage, and Texarkana?
But I think Nick hit it on the head. I think they scared because when
once everybody else goes 2 years old,
it's like being in the lunchroom when you see all the popular kids at one table. You don't want to go over there. You're like, no, I'm gonna chill back because if they over there, I ain't got a shot.
But I'm talking about like. But I'll tell you who's doing a fantastic job of recruiting East Texas now, and they're going to get really good in the future is TCU. TCU is pretty much done with the Metroplex for the most part, and they're coming to East Texas. Like, they are beating down the doors around here. They had 5 coaches in East Texas.
And UT Martin.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Hey, I got two lepers on here, man. Friday night in Liberty Island. What you doing, man? What's the move in the island? The island, the other side of the track, the city. What you
The
doing?
city.
like, you got to stay in the city limits of the ILO.
Yeah, what y'all ain't got no fun shit.
Shit, I guess
It's like nowhere. It's like y'all
No,
ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I go to
Trey,
Wayne.
you know the geography of Liberty Island. Don't act like that.
I go to Wayne.
I'm saying y'all ain't meet up and do shit though.
I mean, we go to H.E. Markham and watch baseball. I mean, what else is? I mean,
we used to go. I mean, you got Grady T. You got the park.
nah, I mean, you go to H.E. Markham right now.
It's something I know. It's not. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the close knit. It's like I was saying, the Liberty Island has been close knit since I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that shit don't just come from going to school together.
Well, I think that maybe we've been labeled as maybe the lower compared to Texas High and PG all the time, and so we felt like we had to come together in order to be something like that.
Well, I mean, I'll speak on it not being from LE, but been in LE the last 5 years. Like, I feel like I can go anywhere in Texas, and I can always come back to LE.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just as coach it as my career. Like, no matter where my career takes me, like, I feel like I have a safety net that I can make a phone call and in some capacity come back and LE will welcome me with open arms. Yeah. Because, like, they're one of the few districts I've been in that, like, once you're in, it's almost like you cut your thumb and put blood on something. You know, like you're in. Like, you're ILO now. Yeah. And as long as you'll hate the same people we hate, like, you're in. But the first, like, I ain't never go. Like, I'll tell a funny story. Like, we had this coach come in and, like, his saying was full tilt. Like, the kids jumped on his ass, we jumped on his ass. Like, he don't say full tilt at LE. Like, he just don't say it.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like day one. Like, we let him know. So you either get in or get out. And we don't really care which one you pick.
Get down and lay down.
You're either gonna be with us or get out. Like, and it's a testament too. Like Zach Fowler came back, Ricky Rushing came back, Rick Fowler still coaching. You know, Rad coached for 107 years at Liberty Island, Coach Daniels. You know, I mean, and Liberty Island. If you look back, like from the 80s until here recently, Liberty Island always hired one of their own, like for a head coaching job or a coaching job in general. And so, like, as a coach, and when you've been there 5 years, even though we haven't been great these past 5 years in all sports, like, you know, we wanted to be, like, expectations, we didn't meet those or those standards, and some stuff happened. Like, I always feel like I got a safety net. Like, I told my wife, I was like, I can go to El Paso, coach for 3 years. We hate being out here in the desert. I called Mr. Wright at Liberty Island. Like, I can come back. It may be a freshman job, but, like, I can get hired back. And so, like, that's the safety net of Liberty Island. And it's weird because, like, everybody knows everybody. I mean, there'll be guys come back from, like, 05, 06. They'll come up to Zach Fowler and them. They'll talk like they've been seeing each other every day. It's just a really – and I think it has a lot to do with, and Joe can probably tell you more. I think it has a lot to do with, like, when you graduate Liberty Island, like, even if you go off and do something – like, you come back to Liberty Island at some point.
Right.
Like, you want your kids to go through Liberty Island. Like, it means something to graduate from Liberty Island if their fathers and stuff graduate from Liberty Island. You know? Like,
I agree. Both of my parents went to Liberty Island, and I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but once you're in, you're in. He's 100% right.
Yeah, and
like I know cats that I played with and people I hung out with that went to Liberty Island. I'm 34 years old, and them cats still hang out thick today.
Yeah,
like they still like thick.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, Zach Fowler will have a hangout at his house, and I'll go over there, and I feel like I'm the odd man out because I don't have a high school diploma from LE. You know, like, I'm just coaching here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're cool with me and stuff, but, like, everybody there graduated from LE, and it's a really, really, really unique place that I really, really enjoy being at. And I don't know, like it's just a sense of pride. Like we have an assistant coach named Jay Holly, my softball assistant. His first year at LE, we had this come back to Liberty Ilo kind of alumni night in football.
Yeah.
And I walked through the foyer, and Brandon Jones, LaMichael James, Trey Carson, Willie Teal, Byron Williams, and Marquestin Huff was all in there. Well, I walked through. Jay's right behind me. We get out through the door, headed out the field, and I said, "Jay, did you just recognize what you just walked through?" He's like, "No, what?" I was like, "You walked through a lot of Division I offers and a lot of ball right there. Like those are some dudes." But it's just a testament. Like they're back at Liberty Ilo, participating in a Hall of Fame night. You know, like LaMichael flew down from Oregon. Brandon drove in from Dallas. I don't know where Mr. Teal or Byron. I think Byron lives in Dallas. Like, but what I'm saying is like they all came back to support a alumni night when they really didn't have to, but they did because of the Liberty Ilo connection. You know, and somebody asked them to do it, and that's what you don't see a lot of.
Yo, we don't get that kind of live at Pleasant Grove. You get the degree and it's later, player. Hey, they take your pictures down in the locker room.
Well, I mean, but that's not 100% true. Like Michael Wakas came back and did a lot of stuff, and
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing.
But I'll have like Trey Carson will comment on my statuses sometimes, and when I see him in public, it's like he'll shake my hand. It's like I just knew him from school. We just went to to school around the same time, and he was older. But it's just like you shake hands with an NFL player, but it's like the reason why he does it is because we're both lepers. Like it's hard to explain it, but it's cool. That's really cool.
No cap, no cap. I love it, man. Obviously, you know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I'm rocking with it. You know what I'm saying?
But
you know,
Nick, if you would have came over, if you'd have jumped the track, so to speak, jumped the interstate,
Missouri,
you'd have felt the same. You'd feel the same way.
It was giving me too much jewelry at the time.
I mean, we almost took you in. We almost took you in. We almost took you in because Coach Jones was over there. Like we almost took you. Almost got adopted.
That's who I was rocking with. So you know where he was at the time.
Yeah, you almost got
This ain't a football jersey hanging on the back of you know what I mean?
Nick, if you would have went to Liberty Ilo, I think and they would have.
No lie. They never had a shot in my mind just because at that time the
baseball, yeah.
No, yeah, and that's the truth. But like a funny story, like you would be in the locker room, like Trey, you would come in the locker room, and we'd be like, hey, like they're not Trey, I'm sorry, Nick, and we'd be like, hey, Nick's in here, like he's from PG or whatever, you know, we'd all talk, and like Jones was like, nah, he's good. We're like, oh, okay, well, hell, he's good then, let's go. He's good. He's good. Gave you your credentials.
Hey,
we almost adopted. And then you showed up to the Winsboro, in Winsboro when we wasn't even playing PG, which you know what I'm saying. And then we were like, oh, okay, hell, we're about to adopt Nick. Like he's about to be like an adopted leopard.
Hey, no lie, check this out right here. So I got hella gear from every school, whatever.
Yeah.
I always keep my LE. Y'all hook me up with some nice shit. I ain't gonna lie. I hooked me up with some nice shit. That coaching jacket y'all gave.
I told you got adopted.
So check this out. I keep it in the back of my truck. So you know what I'm saying. Anytime I'm doing anything, if I need to throw a jacket on, I got one. Whatever. So it's cold the other day. That's the only jacket I had. I throw that thing on. I pull up to my homie crib or whatever, and I hop out the car. And I walk up on him, whatever. He came out. He was like, "Man, what the hell you got going on?" I'm like, "Bro, it's just a jacket, man. Chill."
Yeah. But there's I don't know. I got a buddy that went to Liberty Ilo, and he likes to piss people off. Nick, you know him, Luke. And he'll wear a Pleasant Grove hat just to get a reaction out of people and he does get the reaction. He gets the desired reaction.
It's wild.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't really care. I don't really care. Obviously back then it was what it was. But now, I don't really care. Sports, I just love to see good sports coming from anywhere out here in general. But nah, I love hearing the PG LE, especially from back in the day. If somebody see me wearing the PG, an LE hoodie or whatever, LE jacket, somebody saying something better, or somebody saying Luke Burns PG had to get on his.
Well, I got a question for you, Nick.
All right.
If the Leopards make it to Austin, you gonna be there?
It just, I mean, and now since I'm out the game, it just depends on what I got going on. Well, if anybody from TK make it, I'll probably be there.
Okay, I'm just asking. I
If
mean,
anybody from TK make it, especially if baseball for sure. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Baseball for sure. I
Now
had coach.
I am predicting PGLE regional finals again this year.
I'll be in that thing for sure.
We need it again because that time y'all played at Texas High, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll be. I'm predict. I mean, looking at it, Salina lost a lot. I'm not gonna. Fowler will probably be pissed off that I'm futuristic talking. He's only worried about right now, like whatever. But looking at it from somebody outside looking in, like but baseball's a crazy game. Anything can happen. But best two teams on paper in this region, PGLE, I can see them matching up in the regional finals again. Now where they play, I don't know. I'm gonna suggest in my corner, I'm the cut man for Fowler. Like, hey man, let's go. I'm gonna suggest in my corner, don't go back to Texas High. Not because of the venue, not because of any of that, but hell, when you lose there, don't go back.
Don't go back. Hey,
Don't
they ain't
go
got
back.
the internet situation fixed over there. I don't need to go back anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
I don't want that thing live.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I mean, don't go back. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you take it. Nowhere can handle it. I mean, y'all know that. I mean, y'all was there. We saw it. Like nobody can handle it really.
You gotta
That was a cool game. I was at that game, and I saw so many people from town there. That was a crazy event.
Well, I'm 90% sure, and Morgan may have to confirm this, but I'm almost pretty sure that's what put the live stream of Texarkana Game Day on the map. I mean,
that was a big live stream.
I think the views. I mean, if I remember correctly, didn't the views get over like there was at one time like 300,000 watching?
I think that might still be the most watched.
Yeah, I mean, and when I say, I mean, Game Day was doing a fantastic job prior to that, but I mean, there was people, West Texas. I mean, this was a national. I mean, I don't want to say national, but at least a state. Like, there's a lot of people tuning in to that one.
Well, it was national because I was watching it in South Dakota, so it made it national.
As more social media goes up and up and up, games like that are gonna go because more people are actually when the playoffs get here. I never realized how many people actually follow high school playoffs.
And that one was so unique because of what was on the line, how close they was. Like, and honestly, like Liberty Iowa shouldn't have been there.
Special to us, but that didn't make it special to Joe Blow in West Texas watching. He didn't give a damn that we was rivals from across the street. It was just good playoff.
Man, you'd be shocked how many people know the PGLE rivalry. Like you'd know, like I watched the Rockwall and Rockwall Heath series just because I knew they were across the street from each other, just as a coach.
When I leave outside of Texarkana, like just in my career and everything or whatever, people know about the PGLE rivalry, but they don't really know about it. You know what I'm saying? No. They don't really know about it enough like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think maybe the biggest thing, Nick, probably was it was a trip to Austin. Like that was the big, like what was on the line.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a lot of them people was watching that game to scout it too. See who they was about to have to play.
Okay.
I mean that's another. And I think a lot of it too. LE wasn't supposed to be there. If you remember correctly, that was pre-Cal and WT Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's post-Cal,
that was my boy. That was my boy. 23. Gage Bellotti.
Oh yeah, Gage.
He got body. Hey.
Yeah. They had like Nate Moore and Zachary Brush, and they had a
Blair.
Braylon. Yeah, they had a lot of
dogs.
A lot of dogs.
I think they won. I think if I remember correctly, and it ain't what I remember correctly, I know this is a fact. I think they went 3-game series, every series except that one. And Nate Moore was undefeated with a 0.00 ERA in game threes all the way up to that point.
Man, that should have been it should have been a 3-game series. Oh my gosh, man.
It shouldn't even been 3. We should have won it in 2. We dropped the pop fly and then Braylon, the ball went over his head.
Yep.
Brush
Nate
catches
Moore
a
is a
pop flying one.
crazy athlete.
Oh yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah.
If Zach Brush catches the pop flying game one, we
Yeah.
win that game. If it don't go over the head of Braylon in game two, we win that game. It's over.
The biggest thing
Didn't he
about that
slip?
series,
Didn't he slip?
He went up and then tried to go
Damn.
back and fell down.
Go back. Yeah.
Yep.
the biggest thing
And so-
about that series to me was
That's
how
heartbreaking.
the hell is LE in this game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my last knowledge up until that point of LE baseball was, shit, we finna bust y'all down in 5 innings and get on the bus and go home. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never no question.
Mhm.
It was never no question. We playing LE here. I ain't really trying to play today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you're not even wasting eye black on this one.
no, like it's
You
gonna be
saving it. Yeah, no, I get it.
no wrist tape. Yeah, we
But
gone.
but to me, like that's a testament to Coach Fowler.
No,
You know,
no.
like what he's. I mean, he took it from the rubbles of 9/11 and brought it all the way up to, he's built that thing all the way up. And
To Taj Mahal.
I never will forget. Like he did a speech the year after that in the Texas High School Baseball Association, which we don't put a lot into that because it's just a bunch of picking them for whatever. They didn't rank him in the top 20 the year after that. So like he made a speech to them and like. And them kids was mad and pissed off, So like he's found a way to like tap into them on the mental side as well, not just the physical side. I think every coach can tap in the physical side because you can just watch YouTube and be like, hey, what do we need to do? But to get them to actually like buy in and mentally like believe they can be in every game, like that's the rarity Fowler brings to the table. And I'll do all that. And I just told an assistant coach today, like, he was at the soccer game at LE, like. What are you doing? And he, and he don't know nothing about coaching. He's been coaching 6 months or whatever. I'm like, hey, if you want to be a better coach, go watch baseball practice any chance you can. I was like, you're watching the Scott Surratt of baseball right now. Like he's doing stuff different than everybody else. Like go watch him. Because when you get out in the future and you jump into being an assistant baseball coach, like something now because you've been under Zach. Like Zach's figured something out. And so no, they don't run LE. They don't run track. Fowler don't do anything with baseball at LE. He don't run. He lifts Monday and Wednesday. That's it.
Yeah.
But
when I went to school at Liberty Island, I graduated in 13, the whole time I was in high school, nobody was paying attention to the baseball team. That was not, that wasn't even a deal. So when he came in, he really did turn that deal around because. I mean, we made fun of the baseball kids, like just just like the football guys and the normal because they were real. Like we had like this little group that was like real cocky, but it just seemed like they was not coming through for us. So, but that's the nicest way I can say that. But no, he definitely came in and yeah, shout out to Zach Fowler for sure.
I think the number one testament to Zach Fowler that I tell people all the time why he's successful is because when he got to LE, he didn't want to leave LE. Like he wanted to build LE. Like he wasn't trying to just go to the regional finals and then go take the next job that got opportunity. Like he wants to be here for the next 25 years. And there's, I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say, hey, I'm at LE, I'm gonna build it for the next 25 years. Because I mean, I have admiration to going somewhere and whatever. Zach got his dream job 7 years into coaching. I haven't received mine yet,
Yeah.
And it was just different admirations. I don't want to be a head baseball or softball coach. I want to be a head football coach, which doesn't change anything. It's just, when I get that opportunity at a good place like that, that doesn't mean I'm going back to my alma mater, and trying to build it or whatever.
If that Pleasant Grove job open up, you gonna take it?
Who?
You.
He said, "Oh, hey, who you there?"
Yeah, Ellie.
So you trying to tell me right now?
I'm trying to tell you, I won't walk in there if they got the Josh Mahal built over there.
Listen. Hey, you trying to tell me right now? Let's say
he lying.
Let's say,
Oh, buddy,
buddy,
live. Just hit us in the DM.
I wouldn't have no friends.
All right,
you can make some friends.
I will tell you this. I will say this.
Is that
Hey,
big?
I'll say this. You go back to P. You go to PC coach. You can't come back to LE.
That's the cat.
yeah.
Y'all got King Kong Hawk walking the halls over there every day. Craig Jones, what are you saying?
But he didn't leave LE and go there.
No, he ain't go there. But if you got Craig Jones over there, any PG,
and he didn't come from PG.
You know, man, you know he came from PG. You don't take Craig Jones without PG.
Yeah, you're right.
But he's saying you leave Liberialo, you go to PG. If you attempt to come back,
they gonna let you come back. Matt Fry can come back right now.
That's not coach though.
Man,
that's Matt Fry.
It don't matter if you coach, play or not. I know people that go to LE ain't touch no sports. Yeah, kill your ass over LE. So they ain't got nothing to do with
it. No, I would not go to PG.
if
they go
to LE, so y'all hiring, yeah.
I mean, Zach Fowler. Zach Fowler wouldn't take the baseball job at PG.
You don't think you would?
No.
Man, I know. Man, all the other shit just fooful.
I'm just telling you.
Hey, all that rivalry shit go out the window. They start talking about them bank accounts. Them hoes on no state line.
Yeah, like we don't. Hey, you act like we don't make. Yeah, like we don't make money at LE.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, hey, ain't nobody offering no coaching jobs where you making less money. So we gonna talk about it. We talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody offering. Hey, what you making right now? Well, I got a job. You can come make less. Ain't nobody gonna offer it.
I guess, like we talking 150. We may talk, but like it's gonna have to be like me and my uncle gonna be on the same pay scale.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying.
No, you just sitting up our house, so you ain't got to go nowhere.
Y'all, no, listen. Y'all don't forget. I was at PG for a year.
I don't remember that.
I ain't forget that. I actually didn't remember it. Didn't know that.
Yeah, I was there in 14 for 9 months.
Well, you can go back for 9 years where they give you that AD job.
I don't know. There may have been some bridges when I left out of there that got burned that can't be built.
Why don't you never thought about going to coach with your uncle?
Yes and no. Like my thing is, like my uncle can't make me a coordinator because he's got 2 really good ones. And if I'm gonna coach middle backers, I might as well just coach them at LE.
Yeah.
And sometimes I want to take a day off here and there and go hunting and be sick. And my uncle will know I ain't sick because he'll call my daddy. So there's some other factors in there.
Before you even said all that shit, I'm about to say because you don't want to work for your uncle. Hey, really?
I had 2 opportunities in my coaching career to go to my uncle. One was to coach the 9th grade. Didn't do it. And then he called me in July, 2 days before you get out of your contract. I just got to LE. Like I just signed a week ago at LE, my first year, not even coached there yet. And his linebacker coach, I don't know if he got in trouble or left. He never told me the story and I never asked. He called me and was like, hey, you can come coach middle linebackers. You got to be here tomorrow. And I was like, man, I can't do that. But like what a lot of people don't know about Carthage is that the offensive coordinator at Carthage teaches 5 classes.
Oh no.
Yeah. You ain't the defensive coordinator has 3. Like the only person that don't teach a class at Carthage is Scott Stratt. Like that's it. And so like I have 2 classes. I teach from 9:24 to 11:56. We're on block scheduling. So like the freedom and the hours free, not really free, but not just stuck in a classroom all day, to me is a lot different. Like the job he offered me was 6 history classes and linebackers coach. And it was $1,000 more a year than what I was going to make at LE. So like it really wasn't worth loading up my family and moving in July to Carthage, Texas. Looking back, 5 years later, three more rings later, probably should have done it. But I would have left anyway. Like that's what I told him. Like Scott, I said, I don't want to. Like I already have your last name. I don't want to go down there and get a ring with you because I'm not real good at saying no, especially if I'm wanted. So like if somebody calls me, I'm out. And then and I knew, I can get little Surratt. He's 2-time state champion now. Like he can come be our DC over here, and I'd have left. So it would have put him in a bad place. It would be me having to go into my uncle and be like, "Hey, thanks for finally bringing me here, but I'm out." And I just like seeing him on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and talking to him. And I go down there and talk ball with him. I go down there every summer and spend a week with him. you know, and everybody's always like, "Oh, bring me down there with him, bring me down with you," and I'm like, "Nah, like I'm good." Like,
Yeah.
nah.
I'm surprised that he hasn't left Carson. Like, I'm sure the colleges come knocking, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but he said it best because I've asked him. I'm like, "Hey, you gonna leave?" And he's like, "Look, I've coached everybody else's son. Like, I'm gonna stay here and coach mine."
Hell yeah.
He said, "I've coached everybody else's son my whole career. Like, these last years, I'm gonna coach mine."
And then once his son, you think he gonna retire or go or dip out and go venture?
My prediction is one or two things. If a private school, because we have the TRS retirement, so like Texas and like TCU's private, Baylor's private. So like if they offer him something and he can retire and then make that money and then double his salary almost, he could possibly do that. But really and truly, what I think he's going to do is I think he's just going to hang it up and go watch his son play whatever sport he chooses, either golf or football at the college level.
You get because I'm sure at this point he's probably gonna be considered the greatest Texas high school football coach of all time.
Well, if somebody says there's a better one, I have 9 reasons why he is.
I mean, the only person they could throw out is Ty Dodge, and I don't think he got as many championships as your uncle.
No, he didn't. I mean, my uncle's won more state championships than anybody else at one school.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if he'll ever break the whole record. If he gets to 10, he'll own more than anybody else that's ever coached. But, I mean, hell, he's at 9. I mean, when they lose and don't win, everybody's like, "Oh, I can't believe they didn't win." I'm like, "Oh yeah, pity him. Motherfucker won more state championships than I've won playoff games. Pity him." you know, what the craziest stat of all time is he's got more rings than he got playoff losses. Like that's the most gangster sports stat of all time in the coaching profession at any level. I mean, and he's got to lose the playoffs next year to even be tied because he's at 9 rings and 7 losses. So he's got to lose 2 more years without a ring. And I don't know. It's interesting.
We appreciate you coming through the show tonight. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just know I didn't call Liberty Isle the city. I had to set that straight. There is a city park to Liberty Isle, and Joe agreed with me on it, who's from LE. So if you're over there by the Dairy Queen, you buy the city park.
Yeah, if you're over there by the Dairy Queen.
You over there by the Dairy Queen, you by the city. But no, man, we appreciate you coming on. We're going to holler at you next week.
All right.
Peace.
Hey, boy, that boy got a mouthpiece on it, don't he? Shout out Surratt, man. He always coming on here shooting the shit with us. We ain't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
But no, I don't even know where we was before he came on this thing, man. But we 2.5 hours in, and I ain't even said it not one time. He's still rocking with us, man. Go hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button, man. Get over there to the Addicted to Arguing podcast, man. That's where my boy
sir.
Joe, man. Talk to us a little bit about the Addicted to Arguing podcast.
Man, the Addicted to Arguing podcast is something that me and Luke, the guy I was talking about earlier, came up with. So me and him have been arguing forever, bro, like in real life. And we got a real close little friend group. It's like 4 or 5 of us. And bro, we don't do shit but argue. And that's just what it's been. And so every time we're out to eat, every time we're to get together, we're sitting around a grill or whatever, somebody cooking. It's just it's these who can talk the baddest about the other one, argue this, argue that. So I was like, man, we talked about it for months too, probably 6 to 8 months. We talked about, bro, we need to do a podcast where we just record some of the wild shit we're saying. And so then we linked up with Anthony Vaughn at Texarkana Podcast Studio. Shout out to them. That's a super nice setup. We brought Nick in for an episode, so Nick can tell you it's super nice there, dude. It's I mean, you just show up and talk.
Yeah.
And that's nice. Cause I'm doing a bunch of stuff now on my own, and I'm seeing the other side of it, and it's like, dude, I'm doing a lot of work. and when I go do that episode, it's just like, all right, I'm here, I'm talking, and he gonna do the rest.
Yeah.
But the stuff I'm doing now, like I do interviews here at my studio, 1A Record Studio, and I've talked to some really cool people. I just had DJ Holly Grove in here the other day. Who else I have? I had Tyler Trout, the owner of Underground Pizza. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They real good.
Man, dude, his story is crazy. He had like wrongly diagnosed cancer for like 4 years, and it was bad, and they finally figured out that the doctors was just wrong on it, and that he had this rare sarcoma cancer or whatever, and but he ended up beating it and getting his stuff together, and he was doing it like not illegally, but he didn't have the permits and stuff, and so when he got the when he finally got it legal, he came up with the name Underground Pizza because he was doing it underground first. So I mean, it's just stories like that that's what I'm after. I'm looking for creators. I'm looking for people that's just doing cool stuff. We'll sit down, like I have this set up right here. We're just on the couches. We're just laid back. We're chilling, and I'm trying to get into the mind of people that do stuff. That do really cool stuff. So that's been cool.
Yeah. I've been seeing you popping up. It's like once you hit the ground, you hit the ground running. Like you
Yeah.
out there at the field, you was like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this podcast shit up or whatever. And then
Yeah.
bam, you started it up and then you hit the ground running. And on this show, we always talk about if you want to do something, man, you got to start it.
Just do
Yeah.
it.
So we look at you and everything you're doing, you and Luke, you and Tony, everything
Yeah.
y'all doing, man, and we like it's kind of like we proud of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he got out there, he
'Cause
did.
I told you at Flag, man. I told you at Flag, I'm like, man, like I was asking you a couple questions there, kind of gauging, because I've always been real interested. And like I said, I've tried a couple times and it just didn't seem like the right time, but this is the right time now. But, and that's kind of how my mind is, bro. Like once I do get dialed in, like I go like 110, like it's hard to sleep at night because I'm thinking about YouTube SEO and I'm thinking about like like editing and stuff like that. Once I dial in on something, it's a wrap. I'm gonna do it. And
Yeah,
so I think I'm just trying to stay consistent and live out these ideas that I had.
most definitely, man. It's definitely dope. I had a hell of a time over there when I came and did the Addicted to Arguing podcast, man.
Yeah.
Good show. As soon as I saw y'all's first episode, I hit you up with it, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like what y'all got going." Because you can kind of tell when you see a podcast for the first time, you can kind of tell like, "Oh yeah, they ain't gonna make it." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that
Yeah.
idea fine, but they ain't gonna make it. But no, when I saw y'all stuff, bro, I was like, "Oh yeah, them cats."
Yeah, we've been trying to walk the line of like, because Luke is so edgy. He's so out there. And we've already gotten in trouble like 2 or 3 times already, just different platforms. TikTok's muted my audio a couple times. YouTube took a video down, we're just trying to figure it out, what is too far, what is I need to I took the YouTube guidelines class. That was well, see, almost I can't say what I was gonna say or I'd fail the YouTube guideline class. But yeah. Yeah, dude. So they got me for the C word. Talking about the P word. Uh the C word, if y'all don't know it, was that glorious time during 2020.
Yeah, they ain't gonna play about that.
They got us midstream.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way. They're not playing with the C word, and we was in the middle of the P word, the pandemic, and they will, and it didn't make no sense. I will say that, like what they got me for, and that's the thing. Like I sit back sometimes and I'll listen to Luke say this wild shit, and then the dumb stuff we get popped for, and I'm just like, it's weak. It's so weak, man. Like Poppy for the real stuff. Poppy for the really edgy stuff we said. Like sometimes that just gets through.
No, but if you think about it, like check this out. Me and Nick, we go on these kicks, and we love the whole like Chirac drill scene, right?
Yeah.
Those videos are monetized on YouTube, and they're talking about murders, not
Yeah.
potential murders or fictional murders, real murders. That shit stay up. It's when you start talking about stuff that's like against the system. That's when they want to like start pulling stuff down. But if you just talking this wild and crazy and saying outlandish, they don't care. They don't give a damn at all.
No.
But start talking some real stuff, and you go
Yeah.
gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
Just like that, man.
But they popped us for a hypothetical situation. I look, bro. I kid y'all not. I got up on my camera like this and looked at the camera and said, "Hey, I'm just playing. This is not real. This is a hypothetical situation." Because I did that. Because Luke said something. I'm like, "Yeah, that was kind of crazy." But but then I was like, "We're just playing. Like this is obviously not a joke." And they said it was medical misinformation, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm not spreading no fucking medical
No
misinformation.
one's coming to me for medical information.
Yeah, zero medical information is supposed to be shared right now. Like I'm not trying. That's not what's supposed to happen here. But it's like you learn the ropes. And I listen to and see. I've been really influenced by a bunch of comedy podcasts, and like as far as cancel culture, there is a group of comedians that are fighting back against cancel culture, and also there's people that got canceled back in like 2020 when that was hot. Like I know they still try to cancel people, but there was a time where they'll fucking cancel you.
Oh, it was a witch hunt. It was a witch
Yeah,
hunt.
no
Yeah,
doubt.
canceling shit every day.
And
Every
there's
day, like who
people,
gonna get canceled?
yeah, and there's people now that are recovering from that and having like super great careers. And there's a comedian like Shane Gillis. I love Shane
Oh, I
Gillis.
love Shane Gillis.
Dude, hilarious. They canceled him. SNL fired him. All that bullshit. For something he said on a podcast back when he didn't have no listeners or whatever. And he has bounced back and is now one of the top comedians out there. So it's like I think people are less scared now of canceling, and then I think we've had enough time to digest um how crazy that was.
Yeah,
And that's the thing about the C word. Like we're at I won't even say it now on camera, but like about the C word, like when you look back and you think like, damn, like I've had enough time to digest that. That was weird. That was
yeah,
crazy.
Dude, it was mass hysteria, but at the same time, I
Yeah.
mean, people were getting sick, but it was like, don't talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you really look back at it, like I know we see memes pop up all the time. It's like 2020 was a wild year, and it'll just be like pictures of the normal everyday shit that was going on. But when you look at it outside of the time, it's like, damn, for real, like people was really going to the store dressed up like that.
Yeah. Like the
You know what I'm saying?
outfits and like the mask and everything, dude. It was crazy.
The toilet paper hoarding, the
Yeah, all the buying all the toilet paper.
bro, the German,
Hand sanitizer, bro.
like the shit was wild.
But it just feels like when you get on, I don't know, as far as free speech, I don't feel that we have that anymore because now, as far as social media is where you have to go with your content. Where do you go outside of social media to get your content out?
Nowhere. Like that's why if you look at all like the news networks, they tried to put off getting on social media to the point now they need it, but it's too late. No one goes to the news CNN for news anymore. They go to YouTubers. Like I watch probably 90% of my day's TV time is on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I'm on YouTube heavy. And then there's podcasts. I
Yep.
get so much information from podcasts. And every week, even if it's just funny stuff, these people like these comedians, they're talking about current events. So I may be getting like they're shitting on the current events, but it is the current events.
Yeah,
And so
no,
you watch Theo Vaughn every week. I watch Theo Vaughn every week. I watch Joe Rogan every week. I
Yep.
watch, Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker. They do the Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. That's hilarious. But they're talking about the stuff that's happening. And that's what I like about comedians because they say what's I don't know, they have a tendency to say what's really going on.
oh, no doubt.
They're the modern day court jesters. Back in the day, no one could say shit about the king, but the court jester could just go all in. Because
Yeah.
he's a court jester.
Yeah,
You don't take him seriously. But during cancel culture, they started. Now the comedian he's not a jokester anymore. Now what he's saying it's hurting people, and it's like not really. It's the same thing. Like the people in the audience were laughing, but
Yeah.
someone who didn't even go to the show heard a 15-second clip. And now they say, "Oh, okay, this person needs to be canceled," and it's BS. But I think what beat cancel culture is people stop caring. Like if,
Yeah.
if they see it's not bothering you, and you don't apologize for what you say, give it 24 hours and it goes away.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think we beat cancel culture. I just think that it was a fad. Like it was
Yeah.
like Me Too type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
social justice warriors.
When it
Yep.
Just
first
out
hit,
there, that was we got to
that,
go fight for whatever cause is popular, and that's one thing. Don't get me started on this. That's one thing about this. They pick specific popular things to fight for at the moment and overlook other things, other
exactly.
issues that are just as big. It's like we dial in on like, okay, so it's like
Every event that happens, especially on that, it's like a social justice warrior type of situation.
yeah,
Every event that happens, they're not going to be in the forefront. But the event that can get them more followers, or the event that can get them
yeah,
more notice, then they're going to be out there in the forefront of it. But the little smaller or the smaller case that happened over here, you're not
yeah,
going to see touching it.
just as heinous, just as bad, just as fucked up, and that, but they're picking battles. One thing that's super cool though, Joe Rogan, I feel like is incredibly smart. He, a ton of comedians moved to Austin, and right now that's like the hub
Dude, the
of
mothership, bro. I gotta go.
to the mothership, and that's what I'm gonna say. When you get to your table at the mothership, you put that phone in a bag. There is no recording, and that way the comedians can actually get in there and talk about things. You don't have to worry about a clip of you going viral. You know what I'm saying? Like, comedians should be able to say damn near anything. I personally believe this. Like, obviously there is certain shit you shouldn't say, like just straight up hateful shit. But what I'm saying is you should be able to have opinions that don't line up with the quote unquote system, like or the mainstream set of ideas. And so when they take their phones from them, they can't, they can't make something out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I see that all over with comedians now. They got the lock boxes when you walk into the
Yeah, put that
booth.
phone up. Who shows up? This is my thing. Who shows up to a comedy show ready to get offended? That
Exactly. If you're going
That's
to
it.
a
That's
show,
it.
you gotta leave all that feeling shit at the door.
and that's the same thing for a podcast. If you click, so like in the podcast, like our podcast, it say comedy in there, and I even record a clip at the beginning. Hey, this is just a show. Some of these opinions we have, they're not even our opinions. We're just talking. We're just arguing for the sake of fucking arguing, and still, that's not good enough.
No, that's
No,
not.
dude,
Nobody gonna have,
people come looking to be offended though. That's the thing. Like
Yeah,
it's not like for like YouTube. You have to go out and find the video, click it, and watch it. No, that you did that. If you don't like this person, don't watch their stuff. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, and one thing that I wish could be a thing, but it'll never happen. There should be like 2 YouTubes and like 2 Twitters. You got the regular Twitter for the everyday people, whatever, and you got Wild West Twitter or
yeah,
Wild West YouTube, where hey, everything, anything if you go over here, you go past this paywall. Whatever you see is what you see. Don't come out and talk about some. Oh, I felt offended. You went over there,
yeah. That was your fault.
and that's what it should be. But it'll never
like
happen.
I feel like that should just be with the main thing. The main thing.
Well,
You get on.
they find all these reasons to, oh well, this hate group is on there. So like if we don't censor everything, then these groups are gonna congregate to here and say hateful shit, and there's nothing, they feel like they don't have the control over that. Which in a sense, like for a little bit, I think like the Taliban was on Twitter. Like actual members of the Taliban was like clicking up on Twitter. Like, do you let the Taliban just chill on Twitter? I mean, that's a tough question.
But they gonna talk regardless. They gonna find a way to talk.
Oh yeah, no doubt,
Yeah, they go
no
to that
doubt.
regardless.
The thing is, no one's coming together and planning a master plan on Twitter.
Right, I would agree.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
And
71
for
comments tonight. Shout out to the chat.
yeah, the spread of information though is at its all time greatest, but also I feel like the spread of misinformation is at the all time greatest
Oh
too.
yeah,
And
like
so
3 out of 5 posts is trash.
yeah. And so people like so I listen to Mark Zuckerberg talk to Joe Rogan for 2.5 hours because I'm interested in stuff like that. And you know, and it's really him just covering his ass for 2 hours, just talking about why they censor so hard, And I don't know, you can kind of see some of it, but it's like it's tough when you start thinking about fact checking people also, because like what is a fact? Some shit they were claiming, okay, you get fact checked, but what if your fact checker is wrong?
Yep.
Yeah, And
and then
also,
you
my
go down the
opinion
rabbit
can't
hole.
be fact checked.
Yeah,
My opinion can't be fact checked. So
right.
that's why I don't like the algorithm with Facebook. Y'all know how I get down. I
Yeah,
hate y'all shit because every time they come for us, bro, I go toe to toe with their ass until they unhand my stuff.
Well, see, but
yeah,
here's my thing.
Like, unhand my shit, bro.
yeah, for
I ain't
real.
break no rule.
Here's my thing. If you gonna block me for whatever I say, cool, do that. But then I shouldn't be able to get on your platform and see somebody getting buzzed down.
Yeah,
That,
or straight up murdered. Yeah,
yeah, that shouldn't be a thing. I should like how they get by. But I said the C word, and oh, you caught that real quick though. But
yeah,
this dude's got his brains blown out, and it's got 50 million views, and it's still running.
Still running.
yeah.
I can't get
That's
down.
like on Instagram, you can see murders. You know what I'm saying? You can see this, and so like if you go on there and say, yeah, like you said, COVID, or oh shit, I said it. My fault. My
That's
bad,
good.
people.
Should be good now.
They can do
Yeah,
what they want to do.
yeah. But anyways, and somebody saying an opinion about that, how is that more heinous and need to be stopped more than the damn triple homicide at the gas station?
It's not. They know that's gonna get views.
And see, that's getting views because how the algorithm works, you know, they're not trying to stop the gas station murder videos. You know, they're not.
Nope.
No, because it's
Because
running.
or they would have it shut down. Because if you post outside of the community guidelines and something that they really don't want you to say, you will get shadow banned. You will stop getting views. They'll stop placing you in front of people. So the fact that the videos or you can see a murder video that's been on Instagram for 6 months means that it's got hella views. It had hella time to be took down. Not only Instagram knows that it's on there because it's been algorithming it to people who like to see murders.
Yeah, if I'm seeing it 6 months later, like when I first get on there and it's popping up, that means that joke is that's circulation.
Hey,
Yeah.
but I know. Did y'all see the whole Taylor Swift AI thing happen?
Yeah, they shut that shit down with the
Yeah.
You can't find the pictures, bro. I mean they snatched it down everywhere. So that lets me know they pick and choose what they want out there.
Yeah.
But
No doubt.
I can still get on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it right now,
Oh yeah.
and see some wow shit.
but you ain't gonna find Taylor Swift AI.
Nope.
The
It's just wild, man. But
yeah,
Joe,
they're picking and choosing for sure.
hey,
But
this is my favorite part of the show, man. Everybody we have on here, I do it with Traven. It's just us two, man. I gotta have my mental health check. I actually went to uh, a mental health seminar last night. Um, I was working there, but I was still there, and I you know I took the message, so it even makes me want to go even harder with the mental health checks. You know what I'm saying? But every time I get on here, man, 1 through 10, I gotta know what's going on with you mentally, in your personal life, what's going on, uh, physically, you taking care of yourself, and then
yeah.
business wise, what you got coming up.
Yeah, this is a good question. So my family has had a long history of mental problems, mental illness, and lots of you know, my mom passed away from direct result of that, and my grandma, her mom, you know, so and other members of my family, and so I feel like I have to take extra care of myself, you know, um, but at the end of my so like when the studio was really rolling, I got to a point mentally where I was in a bad spot. And that's kind of what caused the decline of the studio. It's like I didn't run out of clients. I didn't just, you know what I'm saying? It was like I had to kind of shut down.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, like I've been drinking for about almost 6 years, and it just got to the point where like I just drink, you know, and that's just what we do. You work all day, you come home, you drink some beer. You get to the weekend, you drink more beer because it's the weekend. You know what I'm saying? And so it was giving me health problems. I was getting, you know, and I got to the point where I was just so anxious that I didn't work for a month, dude. Like there was a month, and this was in 2023, and it was during March. And that's and so I shut the studio down physically, like, and that's how I know like mental problems like can be physical.
yeah,
You know, it can lead to physical stuff. And what it boils down to is I was not taking care of myself. And so I was feeling the effect of burning out from the studio, trying to do way too much, you know, and then just my body not being able to handle it. And so I was shutting down, and I just was scared, you know, because I didn't want to go down a path that my family has struggled down.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, I've got to make some changes. And I was about 200 pounds, which for me, that's more than I've ever been. You know, in high school, I was about $150.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm about 160. So I was up to about 200 pounds. Um, you know, and I was making good money. So like I was eating bad. I was always at the restaurant, always drinking. And so I decided it was like a pivotal moment, I guess, when I just couldn't work damn near because I was having anxiety so bad. And, you know, I decided to make some changes and, you know, physical changes first. I didn't want to try no medicine or nothing like that because I've seen my family go down that route. And nothing against that. But me personally, I was like, before we go that route, let's try naturally to make, you know, let's see what we can do naturally to change my life for the better. And so I changed my diet, quit drinking, and I think that was the big one.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the big one because, you know, I just never, and see, and that's the deceiving thing about it. I was never sloppy drunk like ever, and I really didn't like that. I was never blackout drunk. That's not how I got down. I
Yeah.
was just habitually buzzed, you know, all the time. Like if it's 5 p.m. past that time in the evening every day, you know, there was one Thanksgiving I drank like 30 beers. I woke up that morning, I was like, this Thanksgiving, we're drinking beer all day, damn it. And so and so there's just these things leading up to there. You know, later I find out you lose sleep when you don't get your right amount of sleep and shit when you drink habitually. And so it's like, damn, I probably ain't slept good in like 4 years. And, you know, there's bags under my eyes. I'm getting fat. And it's like, dude, I have to do something. So like I'm telling you, within 3 months of stop drinking, I lost 15 pounds right off the rip. Got back in the gym, started playing flag. That helped. Started playing flag. Now I'm at the gym at Texarkana College. I'm there, you know, for my lunch. I go to the gym like I'm 5 days a week because they're not open on the weekend. But it's hoop sessions going 5-on-5 constantly. I play every day,
Yeah.
and you know, just changing my diet a little bit, you know, and I still won't turn down a cheeseburger. But besides that, changing my diet a little bit and cutting that damn alcohol out.
Ooh.
And I just, and some people say, well, Joe, can't you flirt with the alcohol? Is like, for me personally, hell no.
Yeah, hey, I'm right there with you. I can't flirt with it. Either I'm drinking and I'm getting drunk, or I ain't drinking at all.
Right. And I have that, you know, addictive personality, I guess. I hate to say, well, you know, I don't know how it works, bro, but like certain people, their brains, once they get in touch with that, it's like chemically it changes you, you know? And I just couldn't. And there was one time where I quit drinking for like 5 months, and I was so proud of myself, and like during the middle of all this. And then it was just like, dude, I felt like a god. I was like, I'm Superman, bro. I have control of this shit. And then within the next couple of weeks of having that one beer with some buddies, dude, I'm drinking on, it's a Tuesday night, and I bought a 6-pack to go sit on the porch with. So, you know, the self-control for me is not there. And so, and that's what I want to say. If anybody's listening to, you know, and I know this has been on forever, and you know, but if your self-control is not there, you have to realize that eventually before you know, kill yourself, before you murder yourself, like physically take yourself out, you know, you have to make those changes. And that's so I right now I feel like I'm overdoing it a little bit with these podcasts and stuff. I will be honest. So like I'm maybe not at a 10 at the moment, but I'm having so many more good days than bad days that it's like, dude. I mean, and so like when I started having some good days, when I started making changes, that's how I'd measure it. It's like, dude, if I can have more good days than bad days this week, I'm already winning because I was already uncomfortable from breakfast to dinner.
Yeah.
And so, man, I appreciate y'all for letting me come on, man. And I like the question because, you know, I know if I don't take care of myself that I'll crash out. I'll run myself into the ground. And so anybody listen, man, take care of your body. Take care of your body and your mind. It's all one deal. It's all, you don't take care of your mind, your body suffers. You don't take care of your body, your mind suffers.
Most definitely, man. No, we got to. We got to. No, that's why I started that. I actually took that from I Am Athlete. I used to watch their show, the
Yeah,
original I Am Athlete crew. I used to watch their show religiously. That was like my favorite part of their show every time. I would watch their entire show just to get to the end to see how they were doing. Like
right.
I knew them, you know what I mean, or whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I got to bring that to our show. So I started that way back when. So we don't get off this thing. No matter if we go for 4 hours.
I
We
love that. That is a great question though.
Yeah, we don't get off this thing unless
Yeah.
until that's all said and done, man. So yeah, I had to get that from you, and then Troy, I need it from you too.
All right, man. Physically, man, I'm feeling good. Like I said, I'm now 50 days sober, no alcohol. Uh, I'm down 15 pounds, which is crazy. I'm actually feeling stronger than I've ever have felt ever in my life right now. Today I was working out and I'm doing, you know, uh, what you call it, wide grip pull downs, and I got 200 on that joker, boy. I'm just wrecking it out. 15. I'm like, man, I ain't never been this strong. You know what I'm saying? So physically, man, my ice bath is froze up, so I came in. Hey, I ain't been able to use that yet, but it's thawing out. But physically, I'm out of probably about a 8 right now. You know, hurt my ankle this weekend, but I didn't bounce back. Mentally, man, I'm in a dang good place, man. I got a routine going. I said getting up every morning, going to the gym, meal prepping every weekend, read my book at night. So mentally, I'm probably about 10 right now. I'm feeling really good.
Hell yeah.
Uh, Personally, man, personal life is good. Got the pups here chilling. They finally calmed down after running around during the beginning of the podcast. But life is, said life is good. So I'm sitting about an 8 right now personally, and then business wise, man, like the dreaded archer is just going nuts, man. I got a show tomorrow, got a show Friday, potentially be going ice fishing Saturday with Coda Boys. You know what I'm saying? But gonna see if I can get out to Rapid City and kick it with them. And got some hunts coming up, got some expos coming up. So I'm just super excited. Plan on taking turkey hunting serious this year, so there'll be a lot of turkey content coming from the Dreaded Archer. And then we've been talking about Tech in Oklahoma coming up here in April, so I'm super excited about that. So Dreaded Archer, man, you know what I'm saying. I'll end. We found out we had a one of our reels at a 2.4K, which is that's a good
Yes,
reel for
sir.
good reel for us. So hey, we
Sure.
doing good. So
Yeah, post those reels for sure.
dude,
That's been some of the biggest response that we've got is just the reels. You got to clip them things out and get them out, man.
that's it. How many do you got posted today?
Do I post it down? Just one. I normally post one reel a day, and sometimes I skip a day. But you just it's an experiment. Like
Yep.
it is just an experiment. And the way they change the algorithm so much, it's just like what works this month, it may not work next month because they'll change the algorithms. And then there's a different algorithm for every social media. So and that's what like the one that took off, like our biggest one took off, it got like 800,000. And then like I posted on Instagram and it got like 200. So it's like,
Yep, dude, it's nuts
Telling
how
you,
that
bro.
work because dude, I got some reels that I'm like, this really ain't gonna do nothing, but I need to post something. And I posted 5,000. I'm like, okay, damn. And then I
The
got
most
one, where I'm like, all right, cool. This shit gonna run 300.
nothing. Yeah. Are
the
y'all posting shorts on YouTube?
Yep,
Yeah.
that was our biggest short on YouTube right there. The YouTube
Yeah.
following is crazy around here. Like it's tough. But on Instagram, like we even like our Instagram page, we did a Nike Day or a Air Max Day interview with my boy Cam or whatever, and it went like 270K.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Same exact video got like 800 views on TikTok. It didn't even
Yeah.
touch the K.
Yeah.
Like it don't make no sense.
Them
I,
algorithms are so specific. It's timing. It's I don't know. A lot of algorithms from what I'm learning is like once you put your video up, what happens in that first couple minutes or
mhm.
so, or maybe even an hour, determine like what happens, like
Yep.
how far they push it.
On TikTok, the only thing I can grasp that's even halfway count is that if somebody of some type of stature likes your video,
No.
that is the only standing way to get out there. Because every video I've had on TikTok to do any type of numbers, immediately when I posted it, somebody of some type of stature on TikTok liked that hoe, and then
Yeah.
they ran after that.
yep.
Other than that,
Yeah, well, on TikTok, the way their algorithm is like that's why you when you scroll on TikTok, you'll see 1,000,000 views, you'll see 250,000, then you'll see 6, and you see 5 views or like 5 likes. And so I think they have a good way of showing a lot of people your shit in the beginning. And so like whatever happens, happens, and but if you don't get that go ahead off the jump,
You ain't get
yeah.
you ain't get
Whereas YouTube has what they call it's like a spurt what the hell is the word? It just a spurt, like a exponential spurt. It goes bam, and then it'll stop. So like there's nothing, then the spurt, then it stops. And I've seen that with mine a bunch. I have several shorts that have like 6,000 and 6,000 and 24, 25. I've noticed that a lot of shorts stop at 25 or 24, like 2.5 or 2.4K. I don't know what that's about. Why is something good enough to get pushed to like
capping.
the
That
middle
they cap
range,
you
but
off.
not further?
No, I do feel like TikTok has a cap based on your followers.
Yeah.
Like if I don't do something on TikTok, like if I don't have somebody on TikTok give me an extra little push, I only got like 150 followers on my personal TikTok.
Yeah.
If I don't have anybody give me a like or something like that to give me a little boost over the top, I'm going 850.
Yep.
Yeah.
That whole will run to 850. I'll get 850 in 2 minutes, and it
Yeah.
won't.
And
It
then
won't
it'll stop. Yeah.
Yep.
put it unless somebody comes along that with some stature, you know what I'm saying, like that. Then it'll run up. But other than that, I'm just like, yeah, they capping me based off my followers. I'm like, damn, because I'll even call him and I'll be like, bro, I click post, and that shit's got 800 views, bro. Like this gonna be the one.
Yep. And then it
And
stops.
And
stop.
that bitch would be at have 850. 3 hours later, 50 more views on it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dang, broke my heart one time.
I mean, I think the most famous people on the internet right now are people that have a better understanding of the algorithms.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And then there's people that are specific to social medias. Like if you figure out TikTok but don't understand YouTube, then TikTok is your spot
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
because they're so different.
That's why I think Instagram my spot. I've been
Yeah.
able to grow 2 Instagram pages, and I can and keep a pretty good engagement on the whole. So
Yeah, I didn't figure Instagram out. I didn't got it. But for Facebook, I hate posting reels on Facebook because they don't
my
do shit.
personal Facebook is lit, but
Oh yeah, my personal Facebook is as I can get. I post a reel that get 2K, 3K, 4K like every time, but not like when I post that same video on like the Addicted to Arguing podcast Facebook page, 200 views.
I'm telling you, bro, it's like they capping you, even though they know it's still you.
Yeah.
Like they capping you off, man. But hey, I'll give mine. Uh, Personally, man, hey, I can't complain. Just started a new job coming up on a month ago almost. Um, and hey, I'm just full speed. Um, I'm just taking the blows on as they come. It's still media, so obviously it's not too crazy. But it's a whole new place, whole new employee, whole new co-workers, all that type of shit. But no, it's been good, man. Um, not gonna say I was in a dark spot before, but definitely not. I kind of didn't know what was next, right? I jumped out on my own doing the photography thing, the Read Media Group with the videos and stuff like that, but not really having a home base. Uh, I guess that safety net, you could say. So having that net and everything like that is just it's huge for me. So I gotta give myself an 8, 9 right there personally. Um, Physically, man, I feel good. I feel great. Um, definitely need to start hitting the gym and getting right. Obviously, the tech coming up and everything like that. Definitely don't want to be out there huffing and puffing, trying to shoot my bow. So you definitely got to ramp it up a little bit here in these next couple months, and just get better. But I give myself a 7 or 8, man. I'm talking about I'm waking up every morning feeling good, just having that routine again, and every day having a goal, having something that's gonna be done that day. So I'm just getting back into that. So everything's feeling good right now. So I give myself 7 to 8 on the physical, and then business wise, man. Hey, got my boy Joe in the house tonight, coming up on 3 hours on the pod. So
Yeah.
Read Talk and Listen is doing what it's supposed to do, man. Merch coming soon for the Read Talk and Listen. I mean, I just popped off another podcast that I'm producing. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Called the La Familia Talk. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Producing that thing. Um, Man, it's a bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline. Actually, uh, all crazy content coming out of tech. Y'all can get ready for that. We're gonna try to take the whole crew um, from the time we get on the road to the time we get back home. We're gonna try to have the cameras rolling and all that type of shit, and just get everybody inside look. The team's ready to alter. This is what we do. This is how we came together. Boom, here it is, all in your face. Um, but obviously in the style that we put it out there, and we don't put out any type of just regular videos. So y'all can be ready for that when those drop, man. But shit, business wise, man, it's 9, damn near 10, man. Hey, damn near 10 today. What that boy say on life? It's almost all right in here today.
Right.
It's almost all right in here today, man. But I can't complain at all, bro. I can't complain. Before we get out of here, though, you got any last words for the people?
Man, I'm trying to do something, man. I'm trying to experiment, and for anybody listening, just bear with me as I try different things, man, because I don't have anything figured out, especially in the podcast lane yet. So I'm just trying stuff, man. It's just one big experiment, but it's fun, and I'm having a blast. And and people have been coming up to me, hey, the podcast guy, you're the podcast guy, like everybody I talk to. And so that's cool. And I know most people are just watching reels, they're not even watching the podcast, but
Yep.
that's really how it is. Like, I will say this: if you like the reels, hey, check out the show. But
Most definitely.
because there's so many people, like it's really like eye opening how many people say I love the reels. But
I love the real shit.
like go watch the show, man. But I know it's easier to make somebody watch 30 seconds than 3 hours. So,
Yeah, no doubt.
but yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me on, bro. This has been fun. I love talking. It's been fun, and I feel like we need to do another a deal, maybe like our podcast versus y'all's podcast, maybe
Hey,
some way to mix it up.
Hey,
Get
I'm down
Luke on
for it.
here. If
no
you
doubt.
like, Nick can attest to that. Luke is a whole different beast. So
It'll lose cannon.
for for, for the better or worse, Luke's gonna bring something to the table that I ain't even sure is supposed to be there. But that's
Or whenever Trey come in town, we
oh
definitely
yeah.
gonna up and
I
do some
say I say
good
we go to Texarkana Podcast
stuff.
Studio. We sit down at the table and it could be a R episode, it could be a both episode. It don't matter, but go
Whenever
in because
we go live and just let it rock.
yeah,
Hey, I'm
because
down
I'm
for
telling
it.
you about Luke. Like Nick couldn't even look in Luke direction.
Mm-mm.
It's I don't know, man. Luke is just and bro. Every week I just cross my fingers that he don't say some, and
It's crazy,
I'd
man.
be so nervous when we go live. Like, oh my god, what is he gonna do this week? But he know how to get people to click. Our main video that we got a lot of views on was just him.
Oh
He
man,
said
that mother crazy too. Me,
he said what he said was he said that there was this special kid that kind of climbing his truck, and he didn't realize he was a special kid. But then at the end, what made it blow up was he said basically he pulled his gun out because he didn't know it was a special guy, and the mom was like, "Oh no, he's autistic or whatever." And Luke said I damn near took one off the spectrum,
that was it.
and that was it.
That
And
was
we knew when we posted the
crazy.
clip, like because of how fast it just went. It just went like I think it was like 90,000 likes, and like it was in it like so many comments.
That
And so
mother,
I don't know. That loose cannon shit is good and bad because it's everything. Every time we got took down, it's been Luke. So I will say that it's a
Damn.
double-edged sword.
oh, it's doing.
Yeah. But anyways, I appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all letting me come on your show. I love your show. I listen every Wednesday, so
Oh yeah,
it's cool, man.
anytime, man. Anytime. You always
Yeah,
welcome on the
we're
show.
gonna run it back.
Yeah,
We gotta run it back, man. So yeah,
yeah, I'm with it.
we on episode 4 right now. So we'll probably go all the way to like we'll probably take season 6 to 25, 30 episodes somewhere like that. So y'all
Yeah,
gonna see Joe again, man. Y'all
yeah,
get.
man. I'm down. I'm down whenever, man.
I'm ready to come sit on the couch. I'm
Yeah,
ready to come.
hey, whenever, bro. Whenever. I'm ready. I'll be ready to go. When I shoot that and edit that, I do it all myself over here. So
Oh yeah, we're gonna turn up on that thing. Trey, what you got for the folks?
Ah, shit, man. Hey, like, I'm gonna stick to what I've been saying, man. Hey, put your head down, shut up, and do the work, man. If there's something you want to do, Stop talking about it and go do that shit, man. If you're trying to start a podcast, you don't need all the fancy equipment right off the bat. Go get whatever you can that can record something and go. You got a phone, start there. Boom. And get it going that way. If you're trying to make t-shirts, hell, you might not be able to get a printer, but you can go get you a heat press or something and start selling shirts at the trunk. Do what make you happy, but first you got to do. So just do.
Yeah.
Do it, man. Hey, you already know.
And my last thing, because I love what you say there. You like y'all two as podcasters, me as a podcaster, we're better than everybody that quit.
Yep.
Every single person. That doesn't matter about our talent, doesn't matter how good we are. We're 100% better than everybody that stopped.
Bro, I know these guys here in Sioux Falls, bro, and they would go to the barbershop I go to. They dropped one podcast. They dropped one episode, and dude, it was fire. I'm talking about it was. I mean, it was cold, and that's it. It was like, man, shit, we can't find no time to get together and talk. Like, y'all talking now?
Yeah, that's a gold mine. It could be sitting on a gold mine.
Yep. Then that dude. I mean, it was dope, and it was just a hip hop pod. They talk about rap and music, and then shoes.
They had a chance.
Yeah, they had a chance for sure.
I'll be watching. Can't think of my boys' names right now. I'll be watching they shit about the shoes all the time. Sneak This podcast. I can check that whole out. If you like sneakers anyway. But y'all know how I'm coming, man. Get out there, get it done. Whatever your goal is for 2024. Yeah, we February here.
Yep.
February, you know what I'm saying? February here. So whatever your goal is for 2024, you should be on step 2 or 3 towards your goal at this point. All right. It's no more time for playing, man. It's time out for all the petty shit, bullshit. Hey, we get into the money in 2024. We get into the relationships in 2024. All right. So with that all being said, man, this is season 6, episode 4 of the Reed Talk and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host Trey Reed, Joe Teal, special guest. And you know we got Killer Cam on the ones and twos, man. We got out.